Curtis A reached out to me, said make a theme song for my show. Said alright, just give me all the details, man. And my homie says he don't know. Well, if you're gonna pay me big bucks, cause I might should have something to say. He said, you know what I bring, I'm the customizing king, nothing else matters anyway. So is he gonna have guests? I don't know. Is he gonna go live? I don't know. What time will it be? What will you see? I'm pretty much in the dark, but I can guarantee
You'll be customizing action figures, getting paint all on his fingers.
it's art by Ackerman. It's art by Ackerman.
Tips and tricks and conversation, sharing his gift with every nation.
It's art by Ackerman. Art by Ackerman. You best get ready, cause now it's time for Art by Ackerman.
All right, welcome back to another episode of Customizing Studio. I'm here with Benny, but apparently Benny cannot hear me. So eventually he will realize that he can't hear me, and we'll figure out if it's on my end or his end. So let me know in the chat. Can you hear me? Give me a shout out so that I know whether it's me or Benny. Let's see. Let's see. New poll. Can you hear me? Option 1, yes. Option 2, no. Start poll. There we go. So let us know. Let us know in the comments whether you can hear me. And it seems like it's everybody but Benny can hear me. So there you go. Anyhow, I think we're going to have Jay joining us as well. We will see what all we get to working on. While Benny figures out his audio, let's see who we have in the chat. Looks like we have Freaks Figures. Welcome, Freaks. We also have Blake.
Hey, Kurt, are you talking?
Rage. Yes, I am, Betty.
I
We've got.
can't hear you. I don't know why.
We've got Ty out there. Welcome, Ty. We've got Tuna Mater is here. Hey, ZHL. We've got Jay joining us now. What's up, Jay?
Hey.
And you can hear me.
I can. Can you hear me?
Okay. I can hear you. Benny can't hear me.
So wonderful.
So apparently I don't think Benny can hear you either. So
I did hear Benny. I'm just still setting a couple of things up.
Yeah, I can hear Benny, and I think you can hear Benny, but Benny can't hear me. And I don't think he can hear you. So let's see. We got Darla Ackerman out there. I know her. She's downstairs.
Hey, Darla.
And I think that's everybody so far. So and the poll has come in, and yes, people can hear me. So there you go. All right, so let's see. I'll go ahead and start. See what I'm working on today, and I'm still working on this fucking hood. Sorry for my language, but I'm pissed off. Worked on this all day yesterday during Mod Squad. Could not match this to the soft good cape that Darla made. So I'm going to continue to work on this and hopefully get that down today, and then be able to work on some other stuff. But so far, I've spent an hour and a half trying to match this to no avail. So.
I can't hear anything, but all right.
We will big and Benny, and hopefully he will tell us. No, he's going to walk away.
That's the opposite of what.
Yeah, we're going to big and Jay and see what Jay's working on.
It'd be amazing if he actually did hear us and just was waiting to do that as a joke. So I am working on doing a lot of dry brushing, matching kind of like Turbo Dork stuff. Shockingly, I'm gonna have to get more lights, but I'm working on a bunch of different kind of like indigo knights, because that's, you know, like a lot of people do customs of like dwarves or trolls or goblins, and really I just do indigo knights. So I'm going to do a lot of dry brushing of this blue here, and then some purple on a bunch of different figures and heads, and try to put them all together that I've been working on. And there's like a couple other things I have that I am probably also going to try to hit during the day. Like this cauldron. I got this really neat cauldron here that lights up.
Oh, that's cool.
So I dry brushed the skulls here, but I got to finish the chain. Yeah, it's pretty cool though. I just shined it right at the camera. Oh, it's really blinding. What I'm gonna do
pretty neat.
actually is I'm gonna get some not some ring lights, some little Ulanzi lights, and see if it's gonna help me paint and see the color shift better by having on each side. So I'm just gonna run and grab 2 of those.
Okay. While you do that, we'll see if Benny's back with us. Nope, he's still away from his desk. So, Benny will eventually be with us, though. So, let's see. Let's go back to this. Comments. Yeah, Recon says he can hear us both. That's cool. Vandal, show the cape. Maybe one of us can help color match it. Well, here's the cape. And I got close.
I'm gonna leave and come back in because I can't hear you guys.
Okay. This is kind of what I started with, which is pretty close. It's just a little dark. And I was trying to lighten it up and not having much luck. So I think I'm getting close. We'll see. It's just trial and error kind of thing. So but I'm gonna try to do some dry brushing on this and see if it lightens it up the way that I need it to. So that's where
Is
I'm
that
at.
like a dark green cloak?
Yeah.
I think to get one of those eventually for the Doctor Doom like tribute I did a long time ago.
Yeah, this one, she had done a bunch for like that we called it the Thistlethorn one that had a hood on it. This one doesn't have a hood, but it's the same color basically. So
I got it.
So but yeah, I'm just gonna try to dry brush this a little bit, lighten it up, and see how this works.
All right, I came prepared to like be like productive in the sense that I'm actually going to work on one thing today, and like we're going to see it's possible that will happen. So one thing I have also is I'm working. Yes.
Oh, hold on. Benny's back. Let me see if let me add him. And can you hear us now, Benny?
Yeah, now I left and came back and it's working fine.
Okay, beautiful. Yeah,
Hey,
we could hear you the whole time. You just couldn't hear us.
Yeah, I was like, damn, I can't fucking hear them. Are they even talking? I'm like,
well, the highlight was when Curtis said, "I'm gonna embiggen Benny right now," and you got up and walked away.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. So yeah, I couldn't hear it. I was trying to figure it out.
Well, let's while we got you, let's go ahead and begin you real quick and see what you're working on today.
I'm still trying to figure that out. I'm trying to find one of the figures that I misplaced that I was gonna chrome paint one of the Glios figures. Make them chrome because I saw somebody made one chrome. So I and I wanted to make one chrome and I can't find the hell of me because I prepared one. I
primed it.
I primed it and everything. I freaking can't find where it's at. So I don't know. I'll guess
this is what I sound like every week.
Yeah. I guess I'll do something else. I don't know. I'll figure something out. I'll get back to me later, I guess.
Wow.
I'll grab something else to paint.
So just to show how like the luck that I've been having lately, I'm sitting here dry brushing the hell out of this thing, and I just flipped it out of my hand into my wet palette into a bunch of black that splashed up on my arm. So yeah, this weekend has not been a good customizing weekend for Curtis.
Oh, me neither. But I mean, for me, yesterday I had I thought I was very easily prepping like 2 figures, actually 3, like, just popping and swapping to see what worked and whatever. Yeah. And it took so long that by the time I was ready to put paint on things, I had to do real life stuff. Like people suddenly were asking me to do things, and my frustration tolerance every once in a while is just like incredibly low in moments like that, and I was displeased. Oh, hold on one second. This is light on. Right. So the other thing I have, this is one of the builds that was pissing me off, but I got it together. I just have lately been kind of like, I guess, popping and swapping older customs that I would paint parts and wind up not using them for the custom I was working on, or like the custom was like really old and I didn't love it. So this is a combination of those 2 things. in that these thighs, I don't know if the calves don't really match well, but this is another like one of the things I'm working on here. So this head is done other than the hood, but this is really what like I'm gonna try to. I should probably hold on. So like if you look, you can kind of see the color shift a little bit better there.
Mm,
So that's just like dry brushing blue over it. I'm gonna do that, seeing blue over everything today.
gotcha. Well, good luck. I hope you have better luck than I have. So,
I hope so too. I also have like a bunch of builds I'm gonna look into and see what I want to do with. There's a lot of. I trailed off.
Oh boy. Alright, what's the next thing? What do we do?
all right. But I would say that getting frustrated while you're customizing is kind of a normal part of it.
Oh yeah.
And I have found two things that typically work. One is to just walk away for a little bit and get a breather or try working on something else. And the other one is just freaking pushing through and saying, I don't care. I'm going to make this work one way or another. And you
That's
don't
what I
really
do.
know which time is which, like whether you're supposed to push through or walk away. But
I think it's
um,
like when you are customizing with the intention of like finding like a certain amount of like peace and like quiet,
mhm,
and things get frustrating, I power through because the goal is to get to the point where I am no longer needing to power through. And you know what I mean? Like, I don't want
yeah,
to necessarily walk away if the whole point of coming, where this,
bless you.
God bless
Thank
you,
you.
like is to like relax. If it's not relaxing, then well, either I guess I have to full stop or I won't. That's my personality would be to be stubborn and keep going until I fix everything.
Yeah, I was thinking about that right now. I'm like, I'm looking for the figure. I know I had them. So the only thing I think of is where I had them at drying. I must have moved them along with something else because what it was is I've been so busy with this whole weekend. The whole week has been busy, but the weekend with the car and all that stuff got me all confused. So then downstairs I was cleaning up all the stuff from the figures that we had. Curtis
Yeah.
put it in there in that pile, but I don't see it in there either. So I'll just paint something else or figure something else out to do. And I have plenty of fucking shit here.
That happens to that kind of thing happens to me all the time.
Yeah, you know what? And then I was cleaning when Curtis said I gotta go, I gotta get ready. I left a little bit right after, and I made something to eat, and then a snack, and then I came upstairs and I had freaking 15 freaking a stack of freaking GI Joes over here for the Cooper Laws. I had this, I had that. So I'm cleaning the table out, and I'm like, shit, all this stuff I should have cleaned it last night.
Well, what I do usually on a Saturday is I will make sure that I have something done for today. So there's a lot of like prep work and stuff, and then I don't clean. And then
Yeah,
like on Sunday, that's what I wound up doing.
well, I was planning on
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but you get like cut out and now I can't hear you, Benny.
Okay, I thought that was just me for a second.
No, I think he's frozen up too. His screen
Yeah.
looks like it's frozen.
So I think I made a mistake. Usually when I do something like this, I separate like the main like armor from all the things that are like add-on parts, like, in this case, it's the Baradox top and like the elbows. Damn, that just fell, and I did and I try to do them in some sort of a different color, or I'm going to dry brush them a different color, but
these right
I
into
should've
the.
Hey, Benny, you're back.
Oh, what
Maybe
happened?
Oh,
you like totally dropped out for a bit, Benny.
On the internet too. You know what? Everything's freaking. I'm surprised I'm even awake. I'm so tired.
you're going to power through. It's going to be fine.
There you go.
Do this.
I should have made the
Yeah, be
torso
good. Let me just
darker.
get something doing here.
All right. Let's see if this works. I've mixed some so flat with some contrast, and I think between the two, it should be about the right color. We'll see. We will see.
What contrast?
Orc flesh.
Oh, okay. So that's speed paint, right?
No, I mean it's essentially the same kind of thing as speed paint, but it's from Citadel.
Oh, it's the same name. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's very
do you-
concentrated, liquidy,
Yeah.
kind of paint. Yeah.
I think that speed paint just also has a paint called Orc Flesh or something like that. That's nice. Do you add water too when you do that, or you're able to kind of thin it mostly with the speed paint?
Well, the contrast is so thin that I think it's going to work
I meant
without
contrast.
it. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's thin enough that I don't know that I'll need to add anything to thin it, but we'll see.
That's nice.
Yeah,
I'm
it
just
seems like it's going on well. We'll see if the color does what I hope it will. Right now, it looks a little lighter than it should be, but everything dries a little bit darker, so we'll see.
I'm just using my vortex spinner over here. If it sounds weird.
Okay, I'm going to mute so that I can use the heat gun.
Shit.
That's pretty freaking close, but I think I need to add a little bit of black. Yeah, I think a little bit of black might get me there. All right. Easy enough. He says before he knows if it's going to work.
So what I did is I used TurboDark has these colors. It's like 3 colors, and they call it a triad in the sense that you can. So it's like a dark, a medium, and a light. And
Right.
And they're all color shift, and you could do them in layers and get a different like final look.
Mhm.
But also there are colors that work really well that are just regular metallics to use to dry brush over them. So I
Mhm.
used the range of the triad. I wish I kind of did it a little bit differently, but I'm going to dry brush just so that's like Let Them Eat Cake that's not the best looking one. Again, like I don't really know how well it's gonna be. You could see this, but this one's Let Them Eat Cake, and it is like really this nice like deep indigo. And then
Yeah.
Dream On is this is like my favorite paint. Actually, this is gonna be the best way to see the shift probably. This is literally my favorite. I make everything in this paint. And then I didn't do too much in it, but there's a light one that is called Sugar Rush. Actually, this is probably going to be the best. I don't know if that's it. I don't remember, but I'm going to try to use Cool Ranch and People Eater
The
over
Doritos.
these. And I have an entire shelf of customs that I have made that is just Dream On with these 2 dry brushed over them. And 2 more here that I'm working on actually as well. This and this.
Oh, those are
So
cool.
that's 4
And
that I'm
Ben's
working on
back.
now to add to my shelf that already
Yeah, I
has,
think it's
like,
just my
each-
internet. Do you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't fucking hear you guys again.
Poor,
My Wi-Fi's acting up.
poor Benny.
Sorry, Benny. You don't hear me say sorry, but still.
It would be funny if this whole time, like, we just weren't talking and we made him think it was his internet.
Or cruel. Be funny or cruel.
Or both. I mean, sometimes, it's not mutually exclusive. So,
This is very true.
all right. Let's see how this goes.
Oh shit, this is son of a. I have this thing that like TurboDark sells these super cheap silicone thingies. I don't know what you would call it. It's like a palette.
Like pallets. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. And so the paint comes right out. And this one comes in their actual, like their full palette. Their palette has like a separate section for this, but then they sell these small ones. And they're
Mhm.
amazing because the best thing about them is when you get to a certain point and I don't take the paint out, like not because I'm a slob. Sometimes I am, but because after a while you do this and it's like all of the layers of paint. And sometimes I cut it open with a knife and I
Mhm.
look at it and I sound crazy when I say that, but it is really cool to look at. I'm never going to say the words. Sometimes I cut it open with a knife in the tone that I just said it in again, though.
It's like a bunch of melted crayons.
Yeah, it's so incredibly that's what I'm looking for. It's like very satisfying.
There you go.
All right.
All right. I'm gonna mute to use my heat gun.
I'm going to get out every single dry brush I own. As I do every time I dry brush.
All right. Let's take a look.
All right, it's got to go in the garbage.
Mhm. Yellow.
Oh crap! I have to do this too. I was working on 2 projects yesterday, and I ran out of that are 2 different paint colors, and I ran out of both of the paints. One of them was green, and one of them was pink, and I was, really displeased with that development.
Silly goose.
It's like enough to run out of paint for one thing, and just like, oh wow, you kind of slipped up, not getting more. But to run out of in the middle of 2 projects is more than I can patiently bear with myself. I'm being really dramatic.
That's fine. That's fine.
But I'm working. Oh, go ahead.
MJ, as far as buckles, I would say doll accessories would probably be your best if you're trying to find a buckle. Otherwise, you could just, sculpt. It depends on what you're looking for, but if you just want the look of a buckle, you could sculpt something with some like 2-part clay or whatever. But if you're looking for actual like buckles that will work with straps, I would say doll accessories would probably be your best bet. And I'm going to mute for a minute. And I'm back.
That's quick.
Yeah. Just a little bit of heat gun. And I think I might have went the wrong way.
I think if I do these add-on pieces and dry brush these with purple and dry brush this with blue, and the chest is just this without being dry brushed, it could look different enough, or I'm gonna have to go back and repaint the chest, and I really don't want to do that. So what did I say I was gonna do? I was gonna do this with blue. Okay. So like my absolute favorite color combination, and is literally I do this every time I start a figure without, if I have a sculpt I like and I don't even know necessarily that it's what I'm doing, is just this paint Dream On dry brush with this paint Cool Ranch, which is what I'm going to do now. I can do this over everything. Then my account and all my customs would look exactly the same, which I guess fine.
I also like Doritos.
That's why it's called Cool Ranch, though, because it looks like the Doritos. The bottle, that's the color of the paint. It's the Dorito. It's the Cool Ranch Doritos box. Where's the
There
paint?
you go.
Look, it's here. See that?
Yeah, that does remind me of that.
It is. It's like a really, really beautiful, vibrant blue. It's their darkest metallic blue, but it's not too dark. I love it. I really love it. And I also love that they are just really clever name. But like you can already see the difference. Like this is what it looked like here. I don't know
Yeah.
if you can.
Here, let me embiggen you.
So like
Oops. Come on.
this is without me adding it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what it added. And that's just a little bit. So you get
Yeah.
like a nice depth. I'm talking with my brush in my mouth, by the way. You can't see that, so. But
Yeah, that's cool.
this is literally every single thing. Every time I get a sculpt that I really, really love the sculpt, and it has a lot of surfaces that are like raised enough that I think I'm going to really be able to kind of get just, whatever, a lot of really raised surfaces and texture. And it's like armor. I immediately decide to do this color combination. And it occurred to me when I was rearranging my display of customs that I was like kind of matching them by color. And I was like, holy shit, I just have a shelf of this. And they're all indigo. And that is why they call me Sir Indigo Fuck Yourself.
Interesting.
I think that's my name in the PGG chat, isn't it? I don't know. It was at one point.
Yeah, I was wondering why that name came about. Now I know.
So it was a character that I made. And that was the name of a figure I made because it occurred to me that it would be hilarious. And then after that, I said, this is my nickname now, guys. Change this to my nickname. The character concept, the name was what I came up with, and the character concept became like he was a medieval like New Yorker who was pranky, even though there was no such thing as New York at the time.
Medieval New Yorker, though, sounds pretty awesome.
Yeah, like his like it was like a list of things that he had done, and one of them was that he fought a dragon because the dragon like double parked in his parking spot, which doesn't make sense. The dragons don't even have cars, but I often write these bio, like if I'm up late, I really can't sleep. I'll write the bios before I post them, and they're often the best ones because there's no real like checking of what makes sense. Then there's other stuff like interrupting like coronations and like because he's bored or like it was actually one of the funnier biographies I've written.
I was just sitting here thinking, man, Alan's missing all of this, and then he pops in the chat and says, "Wish I was there." Yeah,
Miss you, Alan. If I wasn't using my phone, I would pull up that bio right now because it was really funny. I mean, I write a lot. I write a pretty long biography for every character because I really enjoy doing that and it's fun for me. But I'll say that some of them are better than others, and that was one of my all-time favorites.
Kim Pop says, "Can I link a good Etsy shop for doll buckles?" You can try. Sometimes YouTube doesn't let the links come through. You might be better off just messaging MJ either on Facebook or Instagram. That would probably be the easiest way. So, and then MJ says, "Does anybody know when pre-orders are going up for Wolves from Creative Beast Studios?" I have no idea.
They I don't know. I think they're up. Are they not? A whole bunch of pre-orders are up. I know because Chris Brennan sent me because he had done 2 paint masters for them. but I
No
don't know
clue.
what they're releasing. There's a bunch of stuff that was up, and I don't follow that. I don't buy stuff from them generally because it's just, you know, the more I collect, the less money I have.
Mm.
Once I start something, you can't stop. It's like
That's simple math right there.
Pringles, yeah, and like the Cyberzoic stuff is so incredibly sick and like exactly up my alley. And if I think I bought one Cyberzoic thing, I'd be shot, and that'd be the end of me. So
Yeah. That one like purplish dragon thing though is pretty freaking cool.
I don't know, but I bet I would agree. I really love purple dragons. I don't know if you know that about me.
I kind of figured that would be the case, but yeah,
Oh no, like I really have made every dragon custom I've ever made has been purple because my daughter and I are obsessed with Lockheed.
I have heard that. That's for sure.
Yeah, like I've said this so many times that sometimes I'm afraid to say it again because I don't know who in the community I've said it to, but sometimes it feels like it might be everyone. And then I'm like an old man who tells the same story over and over again, you know? And I'm hoping to get like at least another 10 years into my life before that really happens in earnest.
Yeah, I don't think that's a problem. I got accused of saying the same thing this morning on New to Mythics. They're saying, "Oh yeah, I've heard you say that before." I'm like, "Well, I was on fucking 26 shows within the last 8 days, so you try to be on 26 shows and not repeat yourself at all." So
Oh yeah, no, I don't even say this on you. I just like say this conversationally to people, which is the reason why I feel like it's weirder if I repeat myself. Because it's like if I said this to you randomly, like DMing, and then I say it to you again, you know, I don't remember who it was, but there's somebody that I definitely have said it to like 6 times,
hmm.
and I want to say it's somebody from Borderland Horde, I think, because which is fair. I got 2 dragons from them, so
Well, Hayes says that purple dragons are the best dragons.
they are
So
the best dragons.
yeah, I'm not going to
And if
argue with
you
that.
think any dragon is a better dragon than Lockheed, you are wrong.
Mm.
Best fictional dragon. I don't
Uh,
know.
Alan says that he can't collect Cyberzoic because on the shelf with his origins, it makes his Motu look terrible. I can see that.
Oh, Alan, there was a reason. There was actually something. So I'm working, as I said, on these multiple figures, and I have actually. So this is my. Let's see if I can do this on dry brush drawing out. This torso is a planetary dog. I knew that was going to happen. Honestly, I just was hoping it wouldn't. Planetary dog toys torso. I got a while ago, and the figure that I had made with it, I had dyed the arms and legs before I really realized that doesn't work long term. So they were just like kind of black at this point. So I
Hmm.
took the torso and I decided to repaint it and use a new body. And I didn't have a lot of extra parts laying around. For some reason I was like, I'm gonna make it a dwarf. So it was this bottom, and it looked really stupid. So I switched out. This was already a custom. This story is more, way more background. But I'm trying to figure out what heads to use. And I was like, I'm
Hmm.
gonna maybe ask like a poll people to see what they think. Not really
Hmm.
poll, but ask people's advice. And one of the heads was this, and I was like, I don't know if Alan is gonna tell me if I choose anything else, he'd be unhappy with me. This is a very accidentally Skeletor. That story could have gone very much quicker.
I mean, he's going to always tell you that it'd be cooler if it had a Beastman head, but
I know. I don't have any of those, and it's a knight, so it's not supposed to have like a visible. This is probably going to be this though. It's an old sculpt from Paul's Customs that I like.
I can imagine him, Alan, going, you know what kind of knight would be the best knight? A Beastman knight.
Yeah, no, I understand, but he would have to have a helmet on him. Like if he doesn't have a helmet, it doesn't go on that shelf. There's only
Mm.
one figure on that shelf that is helmless, and that is because it is the vampire I wound up making for the CarverCon, like that project.
Ah,
And it's just so beautifully deep purple that it just had to go on the shelf. But I don't know, I just really like the look of like just weird. It's like a very moody color to me. I don't know. It looks great for Evil Knights. I don't know how to explain. So I'm not going to try. So it's a really common head sculpt that you can get is like just a random Helms like Evil Knight, which I like. A ton of them. Here, look, Purple Dragon.
Purple Dragon.
I didn't even realize. Jesus, this is fucking cool.
There we go.
The Baradoc overlay is really amazing.
Yeah.
I really love it. It's probably not the right brush for this. Put that aside. That too. Ow.
Take 532. I'm gonna finally get to the right paint match on this thing, and then I'm gonna have to strip the whole hood and start over because the paint's gonna be so caked on that I can't leave it that way.
That happened to me recently, and it was actually really brutal because it was a commission, and I only had it was a 3D printed part. I only had one, and it was given to me for the commission, and it was like when you do the Tamiya, like that red gloss over silver.
Yeah.
And I was filling in like a circle that was sculpted in, and it was just, it was like not a circle at all. I didn't realize until I was about to mail it. So I went to fix it, and then I went over the section that was a circle, and then I tried to paint silver over that, and I just had it was for Hedgehog, and I was just like, dude, this is not going out when I said it's going to go out. And I just stripped the whole thing and started again.
Yeah, that's I mean, as I work on a commission right now, that's why I don't like working on commissions, because I'd rather, if I'm going to disappoint somebody, just disappoint myself. So
yeah. I just get this feeling where like I've seen so many times it's never happened to me, and it's not something I really would imagine happening to me, but there's people who are like, I don't take up enough commissions that I think I'm going to take it up from somebody who is super impatient, because I would lay down all the ground rules beforehand. People like complain about how long it takes to get things, or whatever. So like there's a part of me that wants to constantly be in touch with somebody and be like, it's going out. No, it's not going out, or whatever. And that's the part that really stresses me out. But I know I know what you're talking about.
I could definitely see that.
It's also, it's like if you make a mistake or it doesn't look as good as you thought it would, and it's the only, say it's the only tusk you have left or whatever body you're working on, that's brutal.
Mm.
What's going to do next time? Is Benny not coming back?
I don't know. I don't think his audio was working, and then he was messing with some stuff, and then he dropped off. So we'll see.
Oh, this is better.
The problems I've been having with paint today, he's been having with StreamYard, or his internet, I guess I should say.
Yeah.
And there's Benny.
Oh, finally. Yeah,
Hey.
I went down and rebooted the Wi-Fi, and I put it on my phone, so now I can hear you guys.
Nice.
I can't hear you. I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding.
What happened?
Nothing. Jay was saying he couldn't hear you, but he was joking.
Oh, I'm trying.
You're doing great.
I downloaded there's an app for StreamYard Guests where you just put the link in, and I've been using that, and I have not had any audio cutout issues on my side since I've done that. So I think that might be a good solution for anybody that has audio issues on StreamYard.
That's good because there's so many streams that I watched, and most of the episode is just somebody saying, "I can't hear you."
Yeah. Yeah, well,
You should log out
I
and
heard
log back
Van
in.
recommending it, and normally, I don't take too much, put too much weight on stuff that Van recommends, but uh, in this
Oh,
situation, he was right. So, yeah,
Yeah, usually I have no problems, but I mean, it happened, I guess, right?
I actually just got I just switched my Wi-Fi provider, and like it's so much better.
oh yeah,
Yeah, I feel like if I start talking about the brand, it'll be like a weird prep, like a weird promo for like Verizon, but really shitty out here in New York. The Optum Online.
Mm.
All right, so I think that this dry brushed in purple on top of shit. Where'd I put the overlay? The overlay, which is dry brushed in that blue, and then over the torso, which is not dry brushed at all, should kind of differentiate it enough. Not really positive. Still not sure if I want to do the torso darker or not, since it's going to live in my collection. If it winds up being too caked on with the paint, it should be okay, I guess. Maybe I'll do that. This is just so cool though. Like, look at that. It looks great. I love that. I guess that's a bat, not a dragon. I'm not sure. The theories as to what's on Baradoc's chest overlay.
I think it's a bat, but I could be wrong.
But he's not a vampire. Confusing.
He's yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if it says. I think maybe he doesn't. You don't know what he is, but he's not in the brood. I mean, I don't understand what's going on with this head here. Like, that I guess would be the head of it. Give me just the skull with wings. I mean, that's really enough for me. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, that works.
There's a head here. It is super weird.
I think I'm like really, really close to having this paint match. So
How many different like attempts have you made?
this is probably 632.
Okay, well, that's hyperbole.
I
Hyperbolic.
don't know that it is actually.
Okay.
I mean, I did it for an hour and a half yesterday, plus another 45 minutes so far today. It's a lot. It's a lot, that's for sure.
I'm just really glad I decided to do this purple, and I'm literally staring at it more than I'm painting it.
Hmm.
I got to do this stuff in the eyes, though. I can't dry brush that out. I don't want the skull to be purple, too. Or do I? I don't know. I got to find a painted version of this, because what the fuck is this weird bird head here? I have it somewhere. It's so weird. So curious now.
I definitely have had sculpts like that though, where I paint something and I get done, and then I'll see somebody else that's painted, and I'm like, oh shit, I didn't even catch that detail there. That's supposed to be whatever,
Yeah, I mean, there's so much that I don't catch the detail of until I paint it also.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many times when I don't appreciate like sculpting in this line, especially, and especially recently, the more and more, the parts have gotten more intricate and specific, but just in general.
Yeah, I was doing a set of pauldrons that Emil had sculpted, and like almost was done. I was doing some light dry brushing, and I'm like, holy shit! There's like a bunch of little skulls on the bottom of this that I didn't even know were there until I started dry brushing.
Oh, were they like God's Fire?
Yeah.
I might have those. I'm not sure. There's like three, maybe two of the Corruptians or something. I don't know if I'm saying that, if that's what they're called. I think so.
This one was the one for the Joe Gonzalez tribute, I believe. So
Oh, I did not realize you had a tribute, but I was talking about the heads though, not the. I've only painted
gotcha.
one or two of the pauldrons, but there are two of the Corruptians. Those heads have like a lot of skulls in there that even really hard to tell until you start dry brushing them. I love all of the Corruptians heads that from the God's Fire. But now I have to go back to the website. What's the name of the character that's
The you talking about the helmeted Corruptian heads or the
no
unhelmeted?
the one that's Joe's tribute?
Oh yeah, but I was talking about the other ones. But
No, I know. I'm going back and forth. He hit me with
Joe's
surprise information in the middle of me talking
is,
about something, so I had to double back.
I can't remember what it's called. It's like gun, what is it? Gonsalves or
Oh, so I
something.
can figure it out if I go
Yeah,
through that.
but it's definitely in the Godspire. So
Does it look like him?
no, it's a helmeted head. I'm gonna say that that's pretty fucking close. I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know if I should dry brush the skull or not. It's like that, like convex. I hate making these choices sometimes.
Yeah.
Like you see, because it's like so convex, you see the color shift really well. And this paint has this weird way of looking like new metallic, even though it is a metallic, which is stupid. But I think it might be good, just not painted. Plus,
Mm-hmm.
I think that I'm not going to bring out that much detail with the teeth and stuff of the skull. I'm going to let it be. See what happens. You'll regret it. This I can't wait to dry brush now. Wait, shit. Okay. Blue. Touch brush. This is the first time that I've been on the show and had like a specific task and a specific figure.
You're like getting to be like all organized and shit.
I mean, I feel like that's what everybody else has. So I'm just a follower. Where did I put this fucking paint though? Oh, you know.
You don't be careful, people are gonna start to think you're neurotypical.
Dude, I am the most divergent of the neurodivergent. There are so many different divergences inside of my neuro. There are at least 3 classified, four. That makes me sound, a bit much, but very divergent. This skull in here is also incredibly cool. This is one of those figures, and like no knock whatsoever on the final product, but it's a little bit like when you get I'm not comparing this to Hasbro or Mattel or anything or McFarlane, but when you get a certain figure and the sculpt, like you just don't see with the paint the full potential of the sculpt,
Mm-hmm.
There's just an enormous amount of detail that I don't know that I've ever fully caught until I've been dry brushing this now.
Mm.
Just this here. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's the neurodivergence of me not paying enough attention. It's just because it's an all black figure, so which is fitting.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I might have to cut back on doing a lot of collecting soon because my job, they did a merger, and now they're just like, I just got my letter, my SOI letter yesterday.
Yeah.
Friday night, and it's not good. Like they're taking most of us that are full timers, making us part timers. They're just doing so much bullshit that's like I won't have like a basically I'll be AMs, but I have to work Sundays now. I have to work fucking I have like retarded schedule. Like I have Thursdays and Saturdays off, and it's just a lot of shit, man. I mean, you
That
know what?
sucks.
I don't. Yeah, it does suck because it's like it's something. Either I have to get another part-time job or find a full-time job, and it's like this has happened quickly, so it's not you don't have too much time to be like, So I found a few jobs I could jump to, but it's just that it fucks with my pay. My pay rate goes back down to some of them. You know what I mean? So it's like,
Yep. Yeah,
so
it's a rough market out there.
yeah, I don't know. So I'm just trying to figure it out little by little, just day by day, every day. Whatever's out of my control, just can control it. Whatever there is, and so now with
I'm with
that,
you, man. I've been down that road.
yeah, it's crazy. It's like you give these guys so many years, and you really realize that they really don't care about you. They don't,
Right.
they'll replace you with anybody that's cheaper or anybody that's whatever
Sure.
benefits their boat.
It's
So
also when the floor drops out from you at a certain point in your life, you're like not ready for the floor to be dropping out. You
yeah,
worked
I
for a
mean,
long time to maintain a floor so you can just keep, you know what I mean? So it can be very unsettling
I
and
mean,
disruptive.
I'm not too worried because my children already kind of my son is the only one that's the youngest one. He's 20, 21, 22. So it's like, he's still going to school and he's still, he works part time. I help him out, but the girls, they have their own careers, they have, they have their own houses. They have they're married. They're just, so I'm not too worried about them. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not really worried about the kids that much. It's just it's just me, and then I help my parents out, and make sure that they're okay. So now it's like now I have to really cut back my collecting because of that, because I have to make sure that they're all right. I mean, make sure that they're
No, yeah, of course. It's
they're on a fix.
unsettling. Like
Yeah,
that's the
they're
reason
on a
I've
tip
cut back
where yeah.
on my collecting, and my daughter is not even in high school yet. So
Oh
I
yeah,
went through that. It was not fun. We don't have to keep talking about this now, though. But if you
yeah,
ever want someone to talk to, I am around. I've been through it.
yeah. I got you. I appreciate that.
Hella stressful.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It is, man. It is because you don't expect it. You know what I'm saying? Especially going from making really good money to like now you're gonna be making, whatever they. It's like throwing you. It's like they're throwing me a bone. You know what I mean? Like here, yeah, work those hours. I'm like, what killed me was that I saw part time. I was like, part time? Is that legal? Can they make me part time after being so many
You live
years
in
full
Jersey,
time?
right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean they're probably following, the laws. Every state has very different laws about stuff like that. And I don't actually know about New Jersey, but New York has like the laws that favor employees really poorly. Like it's really bad in comparison to a lot of other
yeah, yeah.
states. I think companies
Well,
can
I
kind
reached
of do
out.
whatever they want.
I reached out to my lawyer, and I said him. He said Monday morning we'll talk, stuff like that. He'll explain to me like the laws and what I could do, what I can't do, and you know, um,
A difficult time in this country with stuff like that. A lot of mergers and whatever. I guess it's always like that. I freaking know. Not an economist, which is good because I'm really terrible at math. And if I try to become an economist, I would be terrible at it. All right, I'm going to switch gears, I think, because I've been painting the same paint on thing. Oh, no, I want to get this head done.
yes, to those guys that own 3D printers, man, I'm gonna need some kind of like rocket launchers for this guy back here, man. Some kind of like predator weapon, because these look at that. Imagine this goes up and it's actually like a freaking one of these on there.
Hold on, I gotta. What is it that you?
Like you see the fade, right? You see him.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
You see his pauldrons. So the way
yeah.
they said it, they're so nicely that it's like if they go up, imagine this being like rockets or something like that. You know what I mean?
Okay, so wait, hold on. I got something for you.
So like I was doing it with this guy, showing
Is that?
this like
Yeah, I
you
I
know
did that too, actually.
yeah
That's I can't think of his name. That's Spear, whatever his name is, right?
yeah.
So
Velok.
what I did is I took
Like,
Brian Carver's Charbots,
yeah
and the pieces from that they plug perfectly into the holes his shoulder on his
yeah
shoulder. And I have two of these like facing like they're opposite facing. And so I
yeah.
put one on each pauldron, and he's got these crazy like shoulder cannons. But I also
I'm gonna
put
have
like the
to
little rocket attachments in that come with the for the wrist pegs.
I'm gonna have to pick those up. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure somebody already has some out there. I just have to find out. So you say who has those? You said.
They're from the Charbot that Brian Carver
Oh,
made.
yeah. I gotta get
So
some of those
like
products.
when you get the Charbot, it comes with a choice of a certain amount of toppers and arms, and some of the arms and the toppers are are like basically guns rather than being
Yeah.
actual arms, or like they're weird lasery things. I can show you the ones that I have. But I got a second Charbot because I want to do a second Charbot, but also I wanted to have extras of those pieces to use. So like there is not this color. Hold on. Here we go. So it comes with the arms. Like, well, I mean, you have a choice of parts, but I use these arms here, right?
Yeah.
Which I wouldn't put on a actual. I guess you can maybe make that work, but these are like optional arms and toppers. So this I think is going to look cool mounted on a wrist. And then there's more. I don't know where all of them are because I'm in the midst of painting some. But then there's this, and this is all. I'm just going to put these on legions like that.
Yeah.
That's going to go on the wrists or the shoulders, and it looks super badass. There's one that I had. It should be here. Here we go. This one. Well, this is, I think, going to look really amazing on the shoulder. Those missiles.
Yeah, nice. He has them on the website.
He doesn't have a website yet. You can DM him. If you go to his Instagram, there's a fairly recent post that lays out like the entire system of what you get and how much each piece is, because it's completely everything kind of fits in. Like there's also this really cool like grenade thing that I have that I'm going to use as a topper for one. But then separately, like this is the one of the two that I've been working on. So this is, you get shoulder like pads kind of, and you get to choose those. So I got these grenade ones that are cool, and then on this one I have this really dope spikes. These spikes, I mean, they're fun to paint. They're really cool design.
Yeah. I gotta pick up a few. I like those. I've always seen them. I just haven't had a chance to pick them up yet.
That is
You know,
exactly.
There's
I didn't
so
get
much
one until
stuff.
Legion's Con.
Yeah, there's so much stuff that sometimes you miss out, or they sell out. You try to get it later, and then you forget. And you so much fucking crap that you have. Like me, like
Yeah, our community is so talented, and it's super annoying because how you possibly keep up with all the cool stuff people keep on releasing.
Yeah,
You know?
it's difficult. Sometimes, and I'm always checking everybody's reviews and all that stuff, and I'm like, oh god, I gotta get that now. I'm like, man,
I found myself talking to somebody that I wanted to buy something from, and like I hadn't gotten around it. And I almost want to apologize, but I don't know why.
it's funny. I'm looking at this thing that says blueberry. Makes me think about Joe Gonzalez.
Nice.
Yeah, it's
That was a lot of fun.
it's a yogurt thing I use to like keep stuff in it, and it says blueberry on it. It's funny.
Ugh, I hate yogurt.
No yogurt, no yogurt.
I'm just chiming in with my opinion on yogurt. I like blueberries an awful lot, though. So you're batting 500.
I forgot I had this guy Prime.
I can't stand the smell of yogurt, and it's like that was one of the worst things about having a little kid. Was that like all little kids want yogurt, and my daughter loved fucking strawberry banana yogurt, and that to me is the worst smelling yogurt. And I had to get it all the time, and she like made a mess because she was little, and I had to clean it up, and that's the sound I make when I think about something that I want to vomit from the smell of.
It's a good vomit smell or sound.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would love for the four horsemen to
make yogurt.
Upgrade this leg for the Tusk leg, the original one. Like give it like a little more articulation here and here. That should
the what?
The leg. Like the new fading has the toe pivot. I wish this had the toe pivot, and then this back here would fold over. I always thought about cutting it and like adding a joint to it to make a joint. I might do that. That's why I have this in pieces in Prime for you to paint.
I think I would feel if I did photography as like the main part of my hobby, I would definitely agree with you. But I think just because I paint things and they wind up being almost like statues on my shelf, it doesn't really something that I think about much.
Yeah, another joint is just another thing to work around painting wise.
Yeah, well with the feet it's not that bad. On the Tusk anyway.
The Tusk, it's just what is it that you see the sculpt and you go, wow, I wish that would bend. Like I wish, like for my own enjoyment, I'm like, like I'm like, oh, the way it constructs it. Cause you see it, you're like, oh, that would be dope if it did bend. And you'd be like, damn, it doesn't. But
No, I get it. Like
it's
a
just
ton of people who customize, that's like one of the first things they do is they start cutting into things. I mean, for me also, I don't like measuring and cutting a figure to know that I'm going to put it back together, especially if I have to do it for like 2 feet, because the odds of me doing it evenly and it working and not being something I have to like trash, I don't think are very high. And I know with practice, I could be better at it and have it work more often, but it's just not something that I guess is necessary. It stresses me out thinking about doing that, measuring and using like a cutting board.
yeah.
Curtis, you do stuff like that a lot.
Sometimes.
You do stuff like that sometimes, like I said.
Yeah, right now I just waste time trying to color match for 2 days. So
That is also something I kind of try to avoid doing, but that's because it's stressful also. But you're color matching a cape, like that's a little bit
That-
extra.
yeah, that makes me appreciate when they do it more. Like if you look at like Aldrich, and he's got like that soft good waist piece, but then he's got the torso is plastic and it's painted,
Yeah.
and it looks like the exact same color. Like that, I'm so impressed when they're able to match painting plastic to fabric and make it
So
look
I'd
like
like-
it belongs.
I've actually wondered because of that figure how that process works, because it's different. Like who, is the color first or are they dyeing the fabric after? I guess is the question.
I,
Because
I
Max Bird does it, right? So I don't know.
no, it's C. Jessam.
That's
So,
what I meant.
and I don't know. I think they kind of give them an idea of what the color scheme is supposed to be, and then C. Jessam works on that, and then I think they try to paint match it from there. I don't think it's the reverse, but
Crazy.
I could be wrong. But I'm pretty sure that the soft good is first and then the paint.
I mean, either way, it would be crazy to think about accomplishing. There's a lot of work from either end. All right, so I think that this is now got the appropriate amount of Cool Ranch on top of it to basically I can let it be. I love this torso. I love torsos like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like all crazy and spiky and I don't know. So much spikiness. Sometimes I'm really articulate, guys.
Kim Pop says, "Does anybody prefer sculpted hoods over hooded capes?" I don't know. I think if you're gonna have the hood up, the sculpted holds the shape a lot better. Sometimes it's hard with a soft good hood to get it to look right. So yeah, as long as the paint matches, I think I would rather have it sculpted versus the soft good.
I agree. I do like painting fabric, so I'm not somebody who gets super like, everything needs to be soft goods when it's fabric. I mean, everything needs to be soft goods versus being sculpted. However, that's partially because I don't do a ton of posing. And then there are certainly exceptions to that rule.
Yeah.
Because obviously like a standard like a Marvel Legends cape versus a wired cape is a huge difference.
Right.
But then also what was cool was when I got the cape from Darla that I just bought because I love the colors and it was tie-dye basically. Sitting down with the cape and then using that to figure out how to make a figure to match the cape.
Mm-hmm.
Even if I wasn't doing a direct match, just figuring out what colors to work in. That was a really different way of making a custom and painting, and I really enjoyed that challenge. It actually wasn't that much of a challenge because I was really excited to do it.
That's cool.
That was a fun one to do. And I like when I redid my display, I made like there's like just one shelf that's just my favorite customs ever, and that is in the shelf. So you can tell Darla that she inspired one of my favorite customs.
Will do.
Unless it's going to give her a big ego about it, then don't tell her.
Yeah, we wouldn't want to do that.
Okay.
Want to give her a big ego.
All right. I think I need to step away from this custom now. This guy.
Yeah. I kind of understand what you're saying.
So I laid out my next few projects. Well, first of all, this I'm working on, but I ran out of the paint for it. But it's going to be cool once it has feet and another arm.
Yeah.
But I'm going to start to do another like bug. I think it's going to be a bug. You ever just lay out a bunch of like bodies out that you think are going to be like done as far as what your next custom is going to be? Like just make the build and put it out? Doing
Yeah,
that
I've got
lately.
like 18 of those on my desk right now in various stages of some process.
Yeah, I just have them unpainted out. Like, so this is going to be a samurai, either bug or, so this is one possible head.
Nice.
Or it's going to be like a samurai version of the dinosaur that killed Newman.
Hmm.
I'm not sure. What do you think looks better? I think this might look better.
Probably that one.
Maybe I'll start that this week.
I like that this head glows in the dark with the black light.
Does it?
His crevices, I'll show you.
Which one is that, Thanos?
There's a lot of figures that happens to. You can, but this guy has nothing. Maybe his eyes are right here, but this guy, turn this on. See it?
You want to embiggen them?
Yeah, give me a second. I was across the room.
This on.
Come on, man. Bigging him.
You got this, Curtis.
The embiggen's not working.
Uh-oh.
Hold up. Let me get closer to the camera.
Oh, I can see it.
Oh, wait a
Oh,
minute.
that's sick. I love that head.
There we go.
Can you see it?
Yeah. I love that neck overlay for that head, too. I'm going to mute myself for a second because I got to use my...
So he's the only one that
Here you go.
happens to in this line of figure so far. That neons like that. The rest of the guys don't have it. Pretty freaking dope though. What I do notice is that I know he doesn't have an extra head like Faden does, but he does bring an extra freaking neck peg, which is cool. The Faden character that doesn't have that extra neck peg.
I have a question. You know how they both those figures come with two like of the chest plugs?
Chest plugs. Yeah.
Yeah. Why?
Yeah.
Why there's a different plug on the end, but I don't know why they're two different ones.
Apparently, one of them can go into the cannon, the one without the prongs on it.
Yeah.
Can it? I tried to do that, and I guess I didn't do it right because it didn't seem like
You gotta
didn't seem
pull
like
that
that was.
you gotta pull the lens piece off.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Pull this off and pop the lens piece off. Hold up. Like this. See it?
No, I did. I
So
know. I pulled that off because I used it to put the you can put the all the gun attachments on it. So I put the sword like the buzzsaw arm.
No, you're talking about the other piece. There's another part that pops off.
Hold on. Hold the phone.
here, this one here is like a little like glass.
Wait, I'm gonna grab mine so I can figure out what you're talking about. It's
Yeah.
just that I don't know where I have 3 of them here.
Yeah, there's actually a really great Exploder review by this one guy
I
that's out there.
know, Curtis. If you think that I wasn't going to watch it, I was. I just haven't gotten to it yet.
And that cannon actually opens up into like 5 different parts. So,
Holy shit.
Yeah.
but
5.
Ben, you want
Really?
to
Or are
show?
you just naming a number that's high?
No, I believe it is 5 parts.
Jeez.
So there's that one part with the rectangular slot that you can put the other things into, but then there's also that other part that Benny was just showing.
Sorry, I
that
wasn't
you
looking because I don't have like I have to stand up and look at my through my phone.
You want to throw that on there, Benny, real quick, so that you can see that.
Well, I can see it disassembled now.
Oh, here.
Yeah, it's just the part
I'm
at
a
the
little
end with the
disappointed
lens.
in myself for
This part right
looking
here?
at it. I'm watching. I see. I didn't. I had.
Yeah. I didn't get to watch a review yet on that. Cause I gotta watch it.
Yeah, well, I didn't even cover it in the review because I didn't realize it till afterwards that that's what that is for. But I do know that it does pop out into 5 different parts. So the part that you're talking about with the rectangle is not the part; it's the other part that comes out that you can put it into. So
I'm like legitimately a little disappointed in myself for not noticing that while messing around with the arm cannon. I mean, I wasn't looking for
Well,
anything
I have
particular,
one
but
part, 2 parts, 3 parts, 4 parts.
where did I put these things?
I got Darla grabbing me mine, and I can take a look.
Where's my 5th? What's the 5th part at?
Right here.
There's a part that's glued in that goes into the elbow.
Oh, I can see how that's a separate part now. All right, so there's this.
Oh,
And
hold
then-
on. Unbeginning Benny. There you go. Thank you.
No, I can see. Hot damn is not something I normally say ever, guys, just so you know.
We won't hold it against you.
So it plugs in there? Yeah. I'm not going to ask. I'm just going to figure it out. So nobody has to watch me figuring out this on live stream. Would be pretty boring.
That's what I was told, but I'm looking at it now, and
It doesn't fit.
I'm not seeing it. I'm not sure.
It just doesn't seem like it would look good.
It doesn't look
But
like it fits at all. So
It won't. Yeah, it won't fit at all.
yeah, I'm not sure what people are talking about,
I
honestly.
just assumed it was supposed to go in here, but then this is too small.
I've heard it's supposed to go into the cannon, but I'm looking at all of the pieces on the cannon right now, and I'm not seeing it.
I mean, I've got
Yeah.
mine split in 3, so it's these,
Well,
and then this comes off separately, but it's glued, right?
There's 4 parts, and then the part that's glued in.
Oh.
So let me see what parts you have.
Wait, no, fun. I'm gonna have fun taking it apart myself. That's the fun of it. Until I
Yeah,
don't know how to do it, and then I will
4
ask for
parts.
help.
I'm just looking for the 5th, the glued in parts on the arm.
It's where the elbow goes in.
Yeah.
That piece is actually glued in, and it'll pull off. But it's basically 4 parts that pop apart, and then 1 part that's glued in.
Found it. It just doesn't
But
want
yeah,
to help
there's
part just yet. I think I found it. I feel like I did.
yeah, I don't know. I think people are full of shit because I'm looking at this now and I don't see a way that that would work.
But
So
nobody's explained it from the studio, or like who else would explain it? Somebody should ask clearly in the
I
Kabbalah
mean,
somewhere. Ow! Just
for
bang
the
my
chest,
head.
for the chest part, let me see. I know this part goes in the chest part, right? That's the first part. That goes in the chest, and this goes in the chest. Yeah, they both fit in the chest fine. One is more loose
yeah,
than
they
the other.
fit. They both fit in the chest. That's not a problem. It's trying to figure out how it goes into the cannon.
Yeah, it's not going in that cannon.
I don't know. I think people are full of poop.
So like it almost fits into the part where it's supposed to go into the elbow. Fits in there. I don't see the purpose of that, but
Oh, like if you wanted to have it as a. Oh, I see. Okay.
like is
So if
that
you didn't want it have it as a cannon arm, you just wanted to have it as a, I don't know,
as a
like a flying
but how would he hold
flying
it?
gun or something.
But
as a
then
fan, you want
but
to
is it
fan
like it
yourself with it.
doesn't stay in that well? Like it, do you see it's like kind of loose? It could fall
Yeah.
out. There you go. So I doubt that that's why.
Oh, okay. Hold
But
on.
if you
Hold
put a
on.
stand here,
You don't even need a stand. You use one of the pegs and you can plug it into his arm hole.
and that's why this came with pegs, because it was weird that this came with pegs without any guns, right? You
Yeah,
also
but
thinking
you can
that?
actually make it an arm instead of like, yeah, okay. So I've got it. Wow,
Yeah, me too.
that's
I'm on it
interesting.
right now.
Yeah, big yourself and show
So
me.
basically like this. You could have it attached to his arm and then have that at the back. So
Oh, I got you. Well, yeah, I mean, the arm thing. So somebody attached that to the arm thing, so it just goes in
This
the
is
back.
sick.
yeah, it goes in the back of it.
All right, we're going to take credit for being the first people to discover this and figure it out together on live TV.
Sure. Sure. I'll even begin myself so that I can then cut a short of it later and go, yeah, this is how you do it, folks. Like, how did you not figure it out? Come on, this is so
Yeah,
easy.
just make sure that you include me.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I see it. It is a little bit loose, but I see it.
It's
I don't know
definitely
why you would
loose.
want to do it like that though. It looks way better as an arm cannon, but
Well, because you
whatever.
could do one on, if you have two, I'll tell you exactly why.
Okay. Make it into like a jetpack for his back.
By far, this is
Well, it
I love
comes
this
with an
figure, man.
extender, though. He comes with a back extender, and I don't know
Yeah.
why he did yet.
hmm
So
I love this figure. This figure is, I love it, bro. I just love it. I can literally just get rid of the rest of my freaking figures and just stay with a bunch of these guys.
There you go. You just solved your
My
problem.
brushes now, and I don't even care.
Benny was all worried about not being able to collect as much stuff, but now he has this figure, so he's good.
That's I'm good. I'm
Yeah.
trying to convince myself, Curtis. I'm good. I love that it came with a bunch of like neck pieces for that fit the regular small glios.
Yeah.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, and the clear heads, the little hologram heads, those are actually for
Oh,
they fit the glios.
that's what I'm talking about.
Let me go get.
See.
Let me go get it.
Oh boy.
Guys,
Yes.
look,
What are we looking at?
jetpack.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Because it comes with this. I mean, I doubt that's what how it's supposed to work, but it comes with a back extender.
Yeah.
So what is supposed to go in that?
I don't know.
Yeah, here you go. Look,
Let's see. Benny. Yep.
and this is the other blue head, which is I think is really freaking awesome.
Oh wow.
Sure is.
Because the head you have, the purple one, looks like the Tusk Engineer, right?
Yeah,
Or the
I think
Tusk,
that's what he is. Is that supposed
not
to be
the
the
Engineer.
Tusk
Okay.
that pink head? Yeah, this guy is new. This guy is freaking awesome. I love his. This head is freaking awesome, bro. Some kind of weird, different kind of alien, like a amphibian alien, like underwater. I love the way he looks. This head.
Sometimes I feel like an amphibian alien underwater.
I
I could see that.
I just sold all my pink parts for the stowaways. I sold them. I should have never did it, but I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna complete them, so I sold them away.
All right. I now really need an explanation as to why it came with this an extender and how do I connect this to be a
I
jetpack.
mean, there's a million figures that have come with that extender that haven't been used for anything. So I think sometimes they just throw shit in there.
Well, then they should have thrown in the extenders I have that are used for wings because I'm always running out of those.
Seriously?
Yeah,
They got like a billion of those.
I know. Well, you have a billion of them. I mean, I don't know why I don't have a billion of them. I feel like at one point I did, but I don't.
Probably because the older figures had a lot more than the newer ones do.
Right.
Yeah, the older figures have a bunch.
The ones that have the small plugs, the ones that are for 1.0 figure but have the small plugs that fit the like the insect wings are the ones that I could really use more of.
I'll take a look. I mean, I know I've got a bunch. I just got to figure out where they're at.
Well, I don't know if I need them more now, but I will hit you up if I do. Historically, I have been in that situation, but I'll be right back because
All right, I lost a couple heads that I can't find right now.
Well, that's not gonna come off that easy. I'll use a couple. I'll use this one. I think it's too big.
because like honestly, this is the most badass thing.
Is that?
Cool.
Oh yeah, yeah. Check this guy. Check this guy out. The head with the on this guy's body. Right,
That's pretty nice.
the color is perfect, like pink with blue.
I like
There's so much,
Thanos' belt a lot.
so much you can do with these damn things, man.
All right, well these are going away now. Until later.
Oh man, I had some other heads here and I can't find them and it's pissing me off. Jay, you've rubbed off on me.
What happened?
I just
It's going
misplaced
around.
some shit. Yeah.
It's going around. It's going around.
Yeah.
Not being able to find
ADHD.
stuff? Oh.
ADHD by proxy. So
I don't think you're supposed to be able to catch that over StreamYard.
I don't know, man.
I mean,
You'll
it's just one of those things when you're like talking about and playing with fun toys, it's hard to pay attention to every other thing you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
You'll notice. You'll see. Oh, look at this. Come on, good. Simple pop and swap. You have a different figure. Look at that. Yeah, you'll see once we log off later, or whatever. I'll find the freaking Glyos I was supposed to paint.
Oh yeah.
That's the way it
No, I mean,
works.
there was something that I lost that I got so frustrated. And I found like right. This story's not going anywhere because I kind of forgot exactly how it happened. But I had lost recently something that I like had set aside, and it was not just like a head sculpt or an arm. It was like something very specific that I was excited to paint. And it took me a bit to find it, and I was like really pissed off. I thought I'd lost it. You know, that's a really, really, really good story, and I hope everybody enjoyed it.
I loved it. I was a big fan.
Recently, Patrick, who I don't know why I call him Patrick and not Pat, told me that the actual mix for Scaphoid is just moot green.
And daffodil yellow.
Yeah, it's wild. But now I can go back and fix some of these that I've done in the past. And I got to fix his eyes, and then I'll make him more yellow, and then he'll be good to go. He may be the second exception in my indigo shelf that will have an actual like face, if you want to call it a face. Paint is too wet.
Shit. So much crap in this fucking house.
Yep. I hear you.
I have too much crap and also not enough room.
Yeah. So I have so much stuff to do later on. Oh. Then I have to log on because they gave us only 72 hours to sign the acknowledgement for that freaking if we want to keep the job or not. So as soon as I get off you guys, I'm gonna go on the website and do my signature. I guess I have no choice but to like take the job, and then it'll start like it'll start 2 days before my birthday. It'll start on August 3rd. All that shit will start. So I have from now to August 3rd to make all the money I can make and all the overtime I can do with these fucking assholes until that part-time job hits.
It's no bueno.
I know. I'll be all right. I'll figure it out. Always do. Always do.
I just have no idea. I had some extra kitsune parts because I was trying to decide which ones to use for this. And I had 2 extra kitsune heads that I was debating using, and if I used the one, I wouldn't need to paint match the hood because I could just use the hooded cape. And now I'm looking everywhere and I can't find it. And yeah, so I think what's going to happen is I'm going to end 2-hour live streams this week and not have accomplished a single thing because the one thing that I've tried to work on them both has not worked out. So
You know, this is related but not related. I lost an entire kitsune tail years
Yeah.
ago, painted on a custom. I still haven't found it,
it's crazy.
and it sucks because it was on my favorite kitsune custom as well. I had an idea to do something with that head again recently that I was going to buy one, but I don't remember what it was, so whatever. Oh, I know what I need to do now.
What's that?
You say what's that?
Yeah.
So I need to paint these arms. So other thing I decided to do, and I don't know, I think I just had a lot of extra skeleton parts, and I had this, like I had some stuff that I had painted in that kind of like army tone,
Mm-hmm.
was to make like a poison skeleton like future army.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. So I need to paint this to match this, and then I'm going to the next character is going to be
Oh, there was this fucking tongue.
this, which is a really abnormal looking build. Should be kind of cool.
That's pretty neat.
Then I had one other planned, and that would be it. 3 of them, and then it would match this Charbot. And then I don't really know. See how it goes.
Illustrations.
Oh, shit. There's some heads I wanted to paint too.
It's possible. I would forget my head if it wasn't attached. That's very possible.
Wait, what? Is that a response to what I said?
No,
Oh.
Vandal said that I would forget my head if it wasn't attached, and it's probably true.
Because I had just said there were some heads I wanted to paint also, and I was confused. I painted this so long ago, I have no clue what colors I used to paint this torso that I have to match this arm to. Which is exactly what you were doing the other week.
Yeah, that's always fun.
Glossy black is not what I need. Some combination of these greens, I bet. Black, gray is not green. So not that paint. Bottle so old I can't read this shit. German black. It's brown. Let's see. No, what I didn't realize I was going to be doing today was struggling paint matching also.
See, now I'm rubbing off on you.
Ugh.
Maybe it's because I didn't paint all last weekend because of the marathon. Maybe I got really rusty. I don't know.
It kind of feels like it was longer than that. I mean, I painted the whole marathon except for like the 3 hours I slept. I really wanted to stay up for the whole thing. I had intended on it completely.
Well, the week before I was in MesquiCon, so I guess
Oh,
it has been a few weeks. So maybe I did. Maybe I just got really rusty. I don't know.
See, now what I've done is I've worked on so many things a little bit that there's too much room there's no room on my desk to like paint underneath where I actually have my phone. This is something that happens to me all the time, and I don't realize often when it happens until my elbow hits something that I had no clue was there. And I knock a bunch of shit down, or like I'll move my finger a little bit, like I'll just move my hand, and like what I don't realize is just like I just took everything off alligator clips and I just put them down, and those will move, and then I'll have a head sculpt there that's painted, and that will fall, or like there's some weird, domino effect. Like that game Mousetrap.
I could see that.
I can't remember what that sort of a thing is called. Something Rosen machine.
Rube Goldberg.
Rube Goldberg. See, I know it sounded Jewish. I just had the wrong Jewish last name. Rosen Goldberg.
And I could have that wrong. I think that's
No, it's definitely Rube Goldberg. You're right. I just think it's a really funny name. And it's funny that it has a name.
That's true.
You know what's a funnier name than that? That's not a name, but it's a word. You want to learn a really amazing new word that's really long, but you would never believe. You might know that this is a word also, and then it won't be that exciting. But you ever heard the word defenestrate?
No.
Okay, so if you want to use the big word during Allegiance Quest, which I have to watch one of these days, and surprise everybody with a word that they might not know, defenestrate literally means to throw out a window.
Oh,
That's all it means.
okay.
It's the best word that's ever existed. And since you constantly say that you learn new words, can challenge someone else maybe. Or not do that, but now you know a new cool word.
It's a pretty good word. I honestly have no clue where those kitsune parts went. Oh, man.
Is it just a hood or is it a whole head? Is it the one that comes with the insert?
It's
What's
a
made
couple
for the
different.
insert?
It's a couple different heads. Well, I painted the one with the insert, but that one I need the hood for. But then I had another one that was just a full head that would not need the insert that I could try to use a hood for. The only problem is I think the reason I didn't do that in the first place was because the ears were going to be so big that the hood wouldn't fit over it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so I think I need to go with the hood, and now at this point, I don't even want to look at this hood anymore. So I may, yeah, I may do something drastic here, which I'm going to do right now. I'm going to take this X-Acto knife and I'm just going to cut the fuck out of this hood. And just as a kind of like therapeutic, like fuck you. I've worked on you for 2 days and haven't accomplished anything, so I'm now fucking just cutting you up and throwing you away, and then I will grab another one and start over.
You're just taking vengeance out on. I thought you were gonna cut it to like make it fit or something.
No. I'm just cutting it because I'm mad. So.
Oh, okay. That's
so
a good way to.
Yeah, this is me taking vengeance out on this hood who had nothing to do with the problem that I couldn't paint match.
I mean, listen, that's better than what happens if I get really mad because I wouldn't do something like that and solve the simple problem by taking vengeance out. I would just let it build up for a while until I want to break something big that I actually want to use.
There you go. This is my fuck you hood. So, Benny left and he's back. Let me put him back on. So there you go. Hood destroyed. Go grab another hood and we will start this whole dance again.
Dance.
Yeah, it's funny because I left and came back without knowing it, and I'm talking the whole time to you guys, and I look up like, damn, they're not answering me. I looked up like, oh fuck, Curtis not there. He don't know I left.
Yeah.
What a horrible day. I guess everybody has their day. Today was my Wi-Fi day. It was messed up.
I mean, I had a terrible day yesterday in general, so you guys are kind of suffering over there, and I'm in a decent mood just because it's not yesterday. That makes you guys feel any better?
No.
Nope.
Okay, well, whatever. I'm with you in spirit just a day later. I was with you in spirit yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday yesterday after I dismounted the whole freaking part of the engine to get to the freaking starter. I'm there and I sit back and I'm like, I look at everything like in pieces and I'm like, fuck, I gotta put this shit back together. I'm like, fuck me. I'm like,
I would never do that on my own.
I was like, okay, let's put it back together, baby. It's real simple. Let's go. So I'm going step by step, backwards, remembering exactly what I did. And usually I do a video and I record certain things that I won't forget. Because there's certain ground wires you have to put back together, make sure that they're back on the right parts,
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't find the little stubby short. It's a stubby screwdriver, right? Because there's nothing else you could put down there because your hand don't fit. That's why my hands are all cut up because of that shit. So I'm like, couldn't find the damn thing. So I'm like, damn, I gotta find it. So I started doing it with my fingers. I'm getting a little bolt back in almost, and I'm like, all right. I said, now I gotta find it. And then it was like laying right in front of me, by the engine block on the other side. And I'm like,
Oh, that's
fuck.
brutal.
I'm like, there you are the whole time looking at me. You must have been laughing at me. I'm like, you know. So then it was dinner time, so I went inside to have dinner. I came back out and I'm like stuffed, and I'm like, I don't want to finish this car, bro. I'm like, I gotta do it. I gotta do it. I'm like, so then putting the starter back into the little slot where underneath the manifold, that's like it's horrible, bro. It's like, dude, there's no way around it. You gotta fit into where it goes, and it doesn't fit because it doesn't bend. You have to find a way into like coasting it in there. Finally, I get it in there, and I'm doing the bolts, and you just like you said, it's a tough deal because it was my first time doing it to that car, and then you don't want to fuck something up because that's the car won't
Right.
start, So I'm just like, make sure all the bolts are. So after I was done with everything, I kept on running back. Okay, that's on, that's on, that's on. Ground is on. This is on. Okay, next, all right. This, and I kept on the step by step. Finally, everything, and then I had a bolt in my hand. At the end of everything, I had one bolt in my hand, and I'm like,
That's like something that would
fuck.
happen in a movie.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck. I'm like, what it was that I used the old bolt on the starter
Uh-huh.
that was on the old one, and the new one was just laying there because I left it there, and I didn't remember. So I'm like, what's this shit belong to? What the fuck? And I'm looking at it. I'm like, so I do what I usually do. I just throw it over my shoulder, and I'm like, oh well. And when I was like, let's see if it starts. Then I started. It started. Everything was fine. Test rode it. Everything's good. So all right, thank God, is it done? And then I'm cleaning up, and I picked the bolt. I see the bolt. I picked it back up from the floor, and I'm like, and it came to me. I'm like, oh wait, this is the bolt that came with the original starter. I'm like, I don't need this shit. I was like, I'm good. But
Like, that sounds like something that would be a lot of fun, and I would love to learn, I think, how to do something like that, but I would never attempt to do it on my own.
yeah,
But I also wasn't like, not that my father wasn't handy, but he
yeah,
wasn't that handy.
mechanically inclined, right? That's the
Yeah. I am mechanically inclined. I
All right.
personally, I think, but I wasn't like my dad wasn't. He didn't really do a lot of stuff on his own. So in my head, doing something like that just sounds like I would be the person who brings his car into the garage because he tried to fix his engine manually and broke it more.
But it's
You know?
funny. It's like stuff like that is nerve wracking in the beginning when you don't do it. It's like painting a figure. You don't do it often, and you want to paint it. You're like, oh, it's nerve wracking.
Right.
You just gotta do it. You gotta take it apart, do it. You do it. Me,
Yeah, but the stakes are really much higher when it's your own car than it
yeah.
is when you're painting a figure. That's the thing.
It's just that I grew up. My dad, he owned his own body shop and his own paint
Oh,
shop.
so
So
there you go.
painting and stuff like that. I could do that. I could do that on vehicles and on bikes. I do my own custom motorcycles. So
Do you?
it's
That's
like,
fucking awesome.
yeah. So I rebuild them. I take them apart. So a motorcycle for me is so easy to work on. I could do the cars too. It's just that cars, unless the new cars are much more fun to work on than the older models. You know what I mean? So
Oh, yeah,
older
I'm
model I
sure.
love to
That
work
makes
on is more
sense.
space. But the newer cars, they make them so freaking difficult for you to do stuff. It's like I'm just
Because
thankful
a
that
lot of it's computerized.
even if it's not computerized, I mean they're all computerized, but like there's certain things like the engine um area, the hood area, is smaller than what it would be on the older car. So the older cars, you have more space to work on the engines or
Mhm.
whatever you need to work on. The newer cars, everything's so compact. Everything's like so compact in this day or that. You're like you gotta move 1,000 things just to get to one part at the bottom of the car or on the side. In the old cars, you can see it. Oh, right there. Oh, there's the starter. Or there's the alternator. I got that. Real quick. With these cars, you have to literally like take the radiator out and this out and the battery plate out and the battery out and this out and that out and the freaking air filters, take those out and take this out just to get to certain parts of the car that you have to work on or whatever. So that's what makes it a little bit overwhelming, is that there's so much stuff that you removed. At the end of it, you gotta look at it, you go, damn, I gotta put shit back together. And you have to because you took it apart. You can't just leave it like that. I mean, it's up to
Well,
you. But
yeah,
me,
it's a good point. But if
the
it's a
price
car,
was too high
engine.
to take it. Yeah, the price was too high to take it to the mechanic. I called him and he's like, "It's this much," and I was like, "Nah, fuck that. I can't do it. If I do that much, then I can't do that." I was like, "I'll just buy the parts and do it myself because I could do it myself. I know how to do it. And if not, guess what? Like everything else, we have YouTube, and YouTube shows you how to do anything. If you're
That's
willing to do
true.
it and
Curtis is
you
gonna
have the
start
correct
do exploded figure reviews of car engines.
Yeah, for sure.
there you go. There you go, Curtis. I'll help you out. Don't worry about it.
Just don't say explode it, make it go boom when you refer to your video of a car.
Yeah, no, can't do
Here's
that.
the exploded engine. It'd be like, poof. It's like but doing tune-ups and all that stuff, all that stuff, oil changes, tune-ups, I do all that shit myself. I mean,
Yeah, I
the
know.
only way,
An oil change I can do myself, and I just don't.
the
But
only
I'll
way
tell
I
you what I
want,
did do is instead of
yeah.
deciding to match this color, because it was something I painted myself, I just repainted the fucking torso that I was going to match with the colors I have on hand.
Well,
And
the only
that
way
is,
I wouldn't do like certain things on a car is like if my car is brand new. If the car is brand new and it has a warranty, so you really don't want to work on your car because if they find out you worked on it or you fuck it up, your warranty is
yes.
now
Well,
valid.
that's right.
So
That's every warranty is
stuff
like
like
that.
that, I'll take it to as long as it has a warranty. I'll take like my motorcycle for years. My motorcycles, any of my bikes that had a warranty on it, I made sure I took it to the shop until the warranty was no good no more. Once the warranty was no good no more, then I would do my own work to it and
Do
stuff
that
like
to all
that.
of your
But
appliances too. Same thing, warranties apply.
yeah, yeah, pretty much. I mean, like,
I have
remember my
worked it.
first
That's
time ever. Yeah.
anyway. I don't know. Let's not talk about appliances. All right. So this is maybe doneish. Let's see.
Is this thing
Just
dry
have
or
to
what?
shade it brown. Cool. I mute myself for a moment.
It's dry.
I'm like forcing myself to continue painting this thing. Like I just want to stop, and I'm like, nope, I'm not finishing painting today until this thing is done. Because one thing I'm not gonna do is come back here on Wednesday when we're painting
Yeah.
and paint the same fucking thing I've been painting on Saturday and Sunday. So one way or another, this thing is gonna finish today.
I'm just sitting here trying to think where the frick I put that freaking figure at. I would have liked to get it done. So I saw somebody do it on. They posted it. Was it on the Glios or the? I don't know where they posted it at. It's all chrome. I was like, oh, I gotta make a chrome one myself. I've been thinking about that. So I primed the fucker. And I don't know what the fuck I put on that. Oh, I think I know where it's at. I think I put it outside by the garage. I think so. Because I did that yesterday. I think I left it out by the garage. Am I going out there?
Kem Pop says, what figures besides Torian have black bear skin, arms / legs? So the first one that comes to mind is Lee J. Lee J has black arms,
Is
legs.
that how you say that?
Yeah.
Um,
If you're
what's his
looking
name?
for 2.0, the engineer is the cheapest option for 2.0 bare arms and legs that are black.
Figure Obscura. What's his name?
Krampus. Yeah, that's gonna be a more expensive figure. Yeah, as far as cheap black arms and legs, Lee J is gonna be your best bet.
Yeah.
Or like you said, Turion, right? This guy.
Yeah, Anubis. Anubis a little bit more expensive than Lee J, but that would be available as well. So the new one, the retailer
Yeah.
one.
But Lee J is like
Lee J
super
would be
cheap
the best bet.
right now.
What's
Not
that?
super cheap, but Lee J's like pretty cheap. It's like he's
Oh,
like
yeah.
What, 35
35,
bucks now?
40 bucks. Yeah.
Yeah. $35 on Store Horseman.
Yeah.
All right, so this is the build, except for I don't know where the other brown thing is, which I have painted, so I hope I can find that. But it would look like this with, and then I'm going to give him another one of these, and then a skeleton hand. And this would be painted to match this. And then I have a dwarf, like, this isn't probably the one I'm going to use, but maybe I will. I'm giving like typical dwarf weapons, but painted in like a very military color. Or a machine gun, I don't know. Maybe a shield and a machine gun. That'll be a thing that I wouldn't normally do, but it looks kind of cool. Anyway, that's that.
Do I wash clothes later?
When do you paint on Wednesdays? How many shows you paint on?
Well, normally we don't, but whenever Jeremy doesn't go on, we do a mod squad / customizing studio. So he's not going this Wednesday. So
You
we
can do
will be taking his time slot. So I'm gonna try to get this paint match in one shot. I'm gonna mix a little of this, middle of that, add a little bit of this.
Sorry,
And see if we can one shot this.
You got it. You're still matching the fabric, right?
Yep.
Okay. I don't think I've ever painted this torso before, which is crazy. I don't think I have the right dry brush size for this either. It's okay.
And then I'm gonna add a little tiny bit of black. And the odds of me getting this on one shot are about as good as hitting the Powerball, but we'll see.
Powerball. If you get it, you better go play the Powerball.
Are you going to ToyCon next weekend?
Yes, sir. God
Me too.
willing, yes.
I think I'm going.
You going?
I think so, yeah. It's the plan right
Yeah,
now.
I should be okay now that the car is fixed and all that stuff. So, I mean, either way I can go because my brother-in-law would take me with them, or but sometimes it's good to bring your own car. That way you can. Sometimes they leave earlier than I do sometimes, or I want to stay a little later.
Yeah, I mean, I guess there are gonna be a lot of people there. I just need to get. I have nothing from Rising Suns except for the I can't think of the name. The bear, which I don't have yet. It's on the way.
Bodvar.
So yeah, I would like to try to get to Scapular if that's possible.
Yeah, I had to pick up some scapulars because I had hit up Kev Toys Box and a couple times, and finally he got back to me the next day, but he never responded about the scapulars he told me he had left over. So I figure I just wait. I'll wait till I get to ToyCon. If they have a few, I can pick them up. Then I'll pick up a few. So what happened was I got rid of my triples and doubles, and one of my all-ins to some friends of mine that were looking for it. So at that moment I wasn't caring too much. So I just said, whatever, just give me, just take it or whatever. But now I regret getting rid of all the. I have 5 scapulars now. I have just the one.
I'm trying to figure out what figures from that wave I like absolutely must have for customizing. So I want to have a scapular to not customize, one to customize, and then after that probably Dispatar, maybe, and
Yeah.
Yeve, and that might be the ones that I need, and just leave it there, depending on what else they have for sale.
Here goes my my chance at my one shot.
No good?
We'll see how this goes.
Oh,
Initially, it's looking a little bit too bright, but we know that it dries darker, so we'll see.
this Veridoc is going to be such a huge project, and it's just because it's large and I'm dry brushing all of it, but I think it's going to look pretty awesome. I've been wanting to do this forever, and I've been putting it off because it's so large.
He's large.
He's large and in charge. Tell him Large Marge sent ya. Ha 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 ha. I don't know if it's really, really fucking dry.
All my dry brushes are wet that I want to use. This is from-
Vandal says, "What does everybody think the odds are at 4-H found some older product in the warehouse during the move that'll pop up during the ISS?" Well, that's a two-part question. First part, do I think they found some older product? I know for a fact they found some older product. Will it pop up in the ISS? I would say no, unless they found multiple cases of older product, like the same figure. If it's like a case here, case there, half a case, couple figures, I would say the best place for that to pop up would probably be Legion's Con, if I had to guess. So
Yeah, Legion's Con or the next big show they might have if they take stuff.
well,
Like
which is this next weekend.
yeah, I think something like that they would save for Legion's Con. Like
Sure.
you drop it at a Toy Con, New Jersey, it's a big, who cares?
No,
Um,
I agree with you.
You drop
not
it
really,
at
because
Legion.
Benny and Brett will be there. We care.
Yeah, but as far as like the overall masses, like it's
Yeah,
not the
yeah,
same as if it pops up at Legion's Con. It'll be the story of the whole fucking con. So,
Yeah,
like,
Yeah,
imagine
that's just gonna make it
imagine
hard to get into the store.
Seventh Kingdom stuff popping up at Legion's Con. People would
Oh,
lose their
wow.
minds.
If I find that anywhere, that'll pop my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they find stuff when they especially moving. Forget about it, that stuff. They must have found some good stuff. This stuff
Yeah, I
is-
mean, I know I've already talked to Greg, and he said, they found some shit that they didn't even know was there. So I know for a fact they found some stuff. Whether it shows up or when it shows up or how it shows up, that's the real question. But
yeah.
Drop it in the in-stock sale, it'll be a bloodbath, and everybody's gonna be super unhappy and complain about
Well,
it. And I just
yeah,
have to listen to people complain about it.
imagine you found like 6 of one older character and you throw it on
for
there,
sure.
right? Like it's gonna sell out super fast, and everybody's
if-
gonna see that it was on there, and they're gonna be mad that they didn't have a chance at it. So
Right. Well, I mean, it's the same thing with Legion's Con. Everybody's just gonna try to be the first person online.
yeah, but that's the thing.
If it
When they do it
leaks.
at Legion's Con, they'll just pull it out at different times of the day. Like they'll
Oh
you
yeah.
know, all of a sudden at like 3 PM, they'll just pull out a box and go, "Oh, by the way, look at this. We got such and such figure. Here's a case of Balam that we found."
Oh man, that would be awesome.
Yeah. They
I'm trying to figure out what-
rarely they used to do that though. They would throw it all out at the beginning, but then they found out that like everybody would just line up at the start, and then in order to get people to keep coming back, you have to kind of keep dropping that shit throughout the day. So
Yeah.
I love when I find certain things on the table that it's just there, And cool, I grab a few, whatever. I grab what I grab. And then I go, you know what? I'm gonna wait a few. And then what I do is I wait for them to like sell those out, and then I get back online, and I'll be like, please drop something else. And usually they do drop something, like you said, they drop something else out or something like that, or one or two. And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, great. Also, I love it, but I hate when I miss out on it. I'll be like, if somebody's walking around with it, I'm like, where you get that at the table? When? Just now? Shit, I just fucking left there. What the fuck? I can't be there all day. I'm like, I used to police that fucking area. I used to walk around all the time.
I thought that I thought I'd read, and I could be wrong, that they were going to have some cool, different, like unexpected stuff this weekend. I'm sure it's not like what we're talking about, but I'm interested what it would be. And I also could be wrong, and I didn't read that and got confused with something else. But I kind of just want to see Silver Knights pop up like they did at Legion's Con.
The one thing that I think there's a really good chance of popping up that they haven't announced is when they drop the Toth for this weekend. I think there's going to be an all-in option with a mug and a pen.
Oh.
So
that would be awesome. That would be
they
awesome.
had Toth at. I think they had Toth at ZoloCon. Didn't
yeah. I believe so, but this will be the first time that it's available online.
Yeah. Right.
And there was a lot of people that were upset.
You're talking about the all-in sale. You're talking about the in-stock sale online.
Yeah. There was a lot of people that were upset that one didn't get like a normal release with everything, and I would be more shocked if they didn't have that than if they did. We'll just say that.
Well, when at ZoloCon, I was going to pick up an extra Toth, right? Because like I said, I always need two of them. I only picked up one at Legion's Con, because I know I'll get them later. But then I didn't pick them up at ZoloCon because I was like buying other stuff, and I said, you know what? And I that was my thinking, Curtis. I was like, I wonder if they're going to make all in for him for like the pin and all that stuff. I was like, you know what? I'm going to wait because that way I can get the mug, the pin, and him, at the same time. So I was like, you know what? And usually that's the one that I keep sealed with, you know what I mean? So it's like
this selection.
But it's funny you say that because I'm
I didn't think the selection of ZoloCon for me, like for the stuff that I wanted to get, was not great. I wasn't able to find stuff that I really wanted, and I bought stuff that I didn't really want because I was already online. Like I still have an unopened Valagard 2 that's like the non-exclusive version, but that's because I'm stupid and I it's like half paying attention. I was talking to someone and I actually had meant to get the Nymph Chirel instead and get two of each, but I got 3 Valgards and 1 Nymph. It's kind of frustrating.
Twizzler says Legion's Con and Carver Con are the travel priorities this year. Weird to think Ohio and New Jersey are where I want to travel, but seeing you makes it where that. Yeah, those are going to be definitely the 2 big cons for sure. I know Vandal is saying trying to make Legion's Con depends on PTO and funds. I will just say this: once you've made it to a Legion's Con, you will never want to miss again. It's just too good. So
yeah, I guess I'm spoiled by being close by. I'm driving 9 hours to go to CarverCon though. So I guess that's what most people's experience is kind of like that, or more worse than that. But
I still want to do CarverCon. I'm just trying to figure out how to get to CarverCon. You know what I mean? So, and there's a couple guys we were talking how to do a little road trip together. So I'm just like, because I'm not gonna take my car out there like, unless I fly out there or something like that, or
you're not gonna take your car out there unless you fly out there. Your car fly?
I'll fly. No. I won't take my car because I just fixed it and I don't want to end up fucking taking that long. It's an older car, so. But I'll figure it out. But I definitely want to go.
I'm supposed to carpool, so that's the.
Yeah.
Well,
I could probably do 9 hours on my own and not mind too much if I had like the right mix of music on, quite frankly. But
I didn't one-shot the color, but I think I think I'm close enough that I can get it in 2. We'll see.
I don't like what I just did. I'm not doing that like that. So no. I have so much out that I want to be dry brushing in like these 2 colors, but I don't. I'm just looking at it, not knowing oh, this is the one I really wanted to do. Ta-da! Found something. Should we? It's gonna be purple.
Purple.
Yeah, I'm excited for the new brushes, Kurt. I can't wait to get the new brushes, man.
Yeah, me either. I gotta finish that box art with Kevin so I can. They're already working on the brushes, but they need to start printing the boxes too. So hopefully he finishes that within the next couple days.
Yeah, I have to pack some more figures that I sold. When I'm done here with you guys, I have to go pack those up, print the label out, and all that stuff, and then get them ready for tomorrow morning shipping. And
I just dropped off a bunch of stuff at the post office yesterday.
yeah, I like doing it during work hour because what happens is I take it with me in my work truck, and then usually I have a delivery for the post office or the UPS store. So, knock out 2 birds with 1 stone, basically. But if that doesn't work out, if I don't have a delivery for them, then what I do is I just take my lunch break because I usually make my own lunch anyway. So I just stop at
Yeah.
at their spot and I start my lunch break. While my food is heating up in the truck, I go drop everything off real quick. The guy gives me my receipts, and I'm done. And it usually what you will call it, my food is already warm by then because I take an hour lunch. So
This is really cool. This sculpt looks crazy right now. I don't know. It's probably not visible. Also,
And
I have a brush in my mouth. But
Benny's work found out that he's making all those extra trips to the post office and taking an hour lunch, and they're like, maybe we should make him part time.
well, the hour lunch I don't get paid for, so you have to punch out, and then you don't get paid for no lunchtime, no break time. You don't get paid for none of that shit. You once you punch out, you don't get paid, and then you punch back in and you start. I can take a 3-hour lunch if I want. I just don't get paid for it.
Man, New Jersey sucks.
Yeah,
that's just what happens if you. I mean,
that's just that job because there's other jobs that I used to work that they pay you. They pay your lunch, or at least they'll pay you a half an hour lunch and pay you and give you 2 15-minute breaks. You know what I mean?
Right.
There are also like a lot of places that like will pay you the amount that you would get, like that is like a good salary, but still keep you on hourly rather than salary you, which is like just a whole level of just being a shitty employer, I guess.
I mean, that's one thing. I give those guys my all, bro. I go beyond what I do. Sometimes they do ride-alongs, and the guy be like, "Bro, everybody loves you, bro. Everybody, what the hell, man? I never get a bad report off of you." And the manager actually rides with me because whenever he wants to have a good report to like have on under his belt, he'll ride with me. He'll be like, "Oh, I'm taking you. Come on, let's go for a ride, Torres." I'm all right, and we go, and he loves it because he's like, everywhere he goes, everybody's, "Hey, man, it's a." I tell him, I say, you know what? Keep everybody happy. You do what you gotta do, and you. I look out for all my customers, man. My customers, man, I've been telling them, that after August 3rd, I might not be around, or I'll be around less, and they're just like fucking. They're also my boss is telling me, "Oh, I'm getting all these emails. Why am I getting all these emails from your customers?" I'm like, I told them I won't be around anymore. They're like, "Oh, but they've been real nice, man. They've been looking out for me. A lot of them gave me like freaking already gave me my holiday gift cards and stuff like that ahead of time. I'm like, you won't be around here. Take this. I'm like, no, it's okay. Then I'll take this. Buy lunch. Buy this. Buy that. I'm like, so
that's cool. That's really nice.
Good. good. They're good to me, man. I'm good. I'm good to them. They're good to me. That's the best part. I'll be all right. I mean, I know. You know what? I've always been a person that has a. I've always worked. I've always worked, especially after my divorce. I used to work 3 jobs, 2 full-time jobs and a part-time job. Figure that one out. You know? I barely even slept.
Slinky says, "What do you think of the Toy Unity next to Legion's Con?" Well, go back and watch Off Road from Friday night. You'll hear all my thoughts on that. So, yeah. Well, he says, "Seems like Unity doesn't feel accepted at Legion's Con, so they had to make their own." Well, Bobby ended up trashing, I would say, a good majority of the vendors at Legion's Con. So it's not surprising that they're not necessarily welcome at a place where he went off on all the different vendors. So, you make your bed. Now they want to try to set up something to try to capture some of the money that he's losing from not being at Legion's Con. So whatever. People will do what they want to do. If they want to go over there, they'll go over there. They want to spend their money there, they'll spend their money there. So it's toys. Buy what you want, have fun, enjoy it.
That's all it's about, man. Just what
If you want to go
you
to
want.
one con, go to one. You want to go to both, go to both.
You wanna. You
For
wanna.
now.
The moral of the story is you want to be happy with what you purchase, what you buy, and if it makes you feel happy going, um, you know, to 3 cons in one day, that's up to you. That's is your priority. It's prerogative. It's what you want. Is your money. Nobody
Mhm.
pays you for your bills, but you do. So, I mean, it's like
And if you want to be more accepted at a con, don't be an asshole. That's the other part of the story. So
I mean,
It's just a lot to think about. I don't want to think that much. Like, that's kind of
Mhm.
the thing for me personally.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like something going on that's like dramatic,
just have
and
just have
I'm not.
fun, man, and just be a good person, have fun, and do what you gotta do. I mean,
Well, yeah, no, I know. I don't really, there's only so much it affects me, but I'm just saying my take on it is that it's causing something, it's creating something that people, I mean, also if you don't talk about it, it's like, whatever, but it's it's just going to be something that's going to be going on that people are going to be talking about, and it will be one level or another of controversy no matter what. And like that's kind of my take, is that I just didn't really want to deal with that weekend.
yeah. I
Yep.
mean,
So that's like my entire take on it, is I just wasn't looking forward to, I'm just not interested in there being something controversial going on that people are talking about. It
well,
And
I
takes
mean,
I
away
don't
from
know that
my
it has to
fun.
be. Like I said, I
no,
don't
What?
know that it has to be. If you want to go, you go. If you don't want to go, you don't
yeah,
go.
Oh no, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not.
that's like,
I'm not talking about what I'm going to do. I'm talking about other people's reaction to it.
well, I mean, you know what? Everybody has their own opinions. Everybody has, like you say, listen, we all have them. We all have our assholes. You know what I'm saying? We all have how do you think we take a shit? You know what I'm saying? Like basically, like in other words, do what makes you happy. If you don't want to go, you don't have to go. And you know what? If I mean, when I go somewhere, I don't let nobody dictate what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
If
not
I'm
gonna
having fun, I
think I
can
want to.
have fun with
That's
I
not what
can
I'm
have fun
saying.
with my friends and enjoy myself. No, I understand, but there shouldn't be no controversy, because you know what? People that talk shit, or people that say anything, or people that, let's say you're at Legion's Con, right, and where you're having fun, and somebody starts a problem, you walk away from that. You don't have to deal with it. You don't have to deal with
No,
nothing.
that's
You
not what
don't
I'm.
have to put up with
I
nothing.
get it. I'm just saying it's going to be part of the vibe this year, one way or another, and there'll be negativity, and there'll be people who don't care and shrug it off.
I
But
Yeah, but
honestly
also, it
don't
didn't have
think.
to be there.
I honestly don't think it's going to be part of the vibe, Jay. I think that
No,
the
I don't think so
controversy
either.
about it is the controversy that happens now, and mostly the
Oh yeah,
controversy because they're
probably
calling
right.
it unity and playing themselves up to be victims that they're not. You know, they're not allowed at this and that. Well, you were allowed, and you were there for 2 years, and you burned your bridges, and so be a fucking man and own up to the fact that you burned your bridges. So that's the controversy is that they're calling it
I
unity and
guess
acting like
right,
victims.
right,
But when
right.
it comes to that weekend, I don't think there's going to be any controversy at all. I think there's going to be some people that are going to go over.
Oh
There's going
yeah,
to be some people that stay, and I don't think that anybody's really going to talk about it. It's like if you're there, you're going to enjoy the
yes.
show over there. If you're not there, you're going to not even think about it. So
I have friends who are vending at both, and I think that's fucking insane. That's besides the point. Just as far as like breaking down twice in one day, but
that seems to be a little silly because I don't think that there's going to be anybody that goes. I think there's going to be a very small amount of people that actually travel to New Jersey to just go to Toy Unity. You're either going to go to
well,
both or you're going to just go to Legion's
I,
Con. So to
yes,
vend
but
at both
it's.
locations is kind of silly in my opinion.
I guess so. I mean, it depends on what you're selling, and like the
Unless
person, one
unless
of the
you're
people I'm
having
talking
two
about,
totally different setups, like to close down at one and then bring that same shit over to the other place
you
is
know
really
what? Yeah.
silly in my
So
opinion.
it's my friend has some stuff out at his friend's table, and it's kind of like the location is kind of like really cramped and out of the way, so he's just getting his own table to try to get rid of some like figures that he's going to sell really cheap. So I think he'll do well. It's just a lot of I just wouldn't want to have to deal with the work.
Yeah, I mean,
I guess this is a
this
better explanation of what I had said at first.
it's pretty
But
much it's
I'll
that's
say
what
this,
it is.
and we can stop talking about Toy Unity for a moment and just appreciate how cool this sculpt is with like this shit coming out of his eyeballs.
Oh, that looks good. I like that.
I kind of wish I didn't paint this one part blue. I should paint blue over that one, I think.
Just sitting here. Should try to what?
This part of this sculpt is confusing to me because it is the only part that is both part of his skull and looks like wings. So now it's forcing me to make a decision I don't really want to have to think about making. Now it looks dumb. Crap. I'll fix it. It's fixable.
I think I'm like 97% of the way there on this match.
Hey, look at that. Power of positive thinking. Maybe. I don't know.
But now I can't just ignore the other 3% though. I've got to keep going.
I'll be honest with you. I never try to. I've only really worked very, very hard ever to paint match one factory paint, and it was the Pimp Daddy Destro figure, and it was years ago, and I did pull it off, but
And that's because you were told that you couldn't.
no, nobody told me I couldn't.
Oh,
I
I thought
told
that was
myself
the
that I
one that
couldn't probably.
I thought that was the one that your friend told you that you couldn't do.
Oh no, that was what my friend just told me I was never going to develop into like a certain type of painter.
Ah,
That was
gotcha.
that was Moon Knight. I don't know if that was like a direct. That wasn't necessarily a direct insult at me. I don't think, but yeah, I don't like I don't take well to being told that I'm never going to be able to do something.
That's kind of cruel to tell somebody you won't be that kind of painter.
I mean, we painted miniatures together, and I saw a really cool custom, and I said, I want to do that, and he was like, "You're not going to be able to do that." And
You know
I
why?
don't know. It
Because
was a
probably he
really,
couldn't do it. That's why he
it was
said
like
that.
2018. So like how I remembering it and exactly the conversation, I'm not sure, but it was just a vibe I had.
I usually find people that reflect those kind of what's the word? People say that to you, it's because they can't do it. Don't.
He was
I
a
don't
much
ever
better
turn
painter
people.
than me, and then I far eclipsed him. And he stopped painting because he got married and his wife wanted to sell all of his miniatures that he painted. Also, I actually tried to give him to me. She said, "Do you want any of these toys?" You collect
Ouch.
toys, and I was like, "No." He made those. They're kind of like art, and I don't speak to him at all anymore. So,
He sounds like a dingus. That's what he sounds like.
Yeah, well, we don't need to go into the full history because it's a long one. It's not a long one, but there's a lot to be said, and it's over.
It's not a big.
Fine.
It's over. But I would have kicked him in his chin a long time ago.
You kicked him in his chin.
In the chin, yeah, right in his kicked him right in his fucking chin. You tell
mean-
me I can't fucking do something because you can't fucking do it, asshole. Fuck
Well,
you.
I mean, at that point, he was much better than me, and I just started painting.
Yeah, guess what? Guess
It
what he's
was
doing
just
now?
like
Now he's changing
there's a lot
diapers.
more. There's some like that is the least of my worries. With him as a human being. So
You know what? I've had friends of mine tell me that all my life. No, you can't. Like when I started doing motorcycles, man, you can't do that. It's impossible. You gotta go to school for years to do this, do that, do that, do this. You know what I did? At that time, I would buy manuals, the motorcycle manual, the motorcycle manual to a bike, right? And I would. It's like almost like back then. That was like my YouTube. You know what I mean? And I would go in the manual and read what I had to read up, do what I had to do, and I hate reading. I'm like Curtis. I don't like fucking reading shit, but I'll go to the index, find out what I needed to learn, put it with my skills, and boom, voila! I would freaking fix the bike or do the new custom to it or whatever it was, and time after time, keep on doing it, and then later on, they'll be like, "Oh shit, you did that? Damn, man, that's nice, bro." Or they'll come to me, "Yo, can you fix my bike?" I'm like, "Oh, I could, but I can't." Go fuck yourself. You don't want to tell me to fuck I couldn't do it.
yeah, I mean, there's a lot of go fuck yourselves involving the story with this person. And
Yeah,
they're way more than we need to cover.
yeah. But always believe in yourself, my brother. Keep going forward. And somebody tells you can't do something, it's because
Dude,
it's
I
a
haven't
reflection that they
spoken to him.
can't
I
do it.
haven't spoken to him in over a year. So
Yeah.
there are people you just cut out of your life, and there's many reasons why that might happen.
Well, I just fucking nailed this paint match.
There you go. See, all you need to do is have somebody talking shit about their friends
See,
vaguely.
this is what you have to do, folks. You start at it, you give it your best effort, you do that for a couple hours, then you get pissed, then you come back the next day, you do it for another hour, then you get more pissed, you cut up the whole fucking thing, then you start over, and then you just nail it. That's the key.
So the final
I
time
think-
that you tried, it sounded like you were putting you were the most
I was confident that I was going to get it.
Oh yeah, okay.
Like,
You weren't it's not like you weren't overthinking it this time.
No, I was just like,
As
okay, I'm gonna
much.
take everything. Look at that. That's like fucking perfect.
Well done.
Yeah.
I think when you did the cutting, the cutting of the other one is what helped you with.
Yeah,
Cut out
I
all
had
the
to
negative
I had to
energy.
slice the fuck out of that one and start over so that I could mentally just that is over. That's not even a thing anymore. That doesn't exist. And I'm now trying for the first time. So
There you go.
yeah.
Oh shit, I didn't do this.
Whew, man.
Good job, great job.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that.
Oh, too many things here.
Now that I've got this color mixed up, I'm gonna do a little dry brushing on this torso too. Because you may as well, you got the color already.
Yeah. That's actually, exactly what I did is I just had this color out and I decided I was going to dry brush this shield also because I just did the gun. So I'm experimenting with these two colors together. Because I saw a picture of it used together and it looked kind of cool. Darknet and Gordian Knot. I don't know what the hell that paint is named that for. Yeah, no, it's a weird name.
Yeah, Gordian Knot. Of course.
That is it is literally what it's called. I don't know what it's a reference to. Nor can I find it.
I just knocked these boobies on the floor though.
What?
I was dry brushing a chest and I dropped her boobies on the floor.
So like the top half of the torso, or is this like piece by piece?
It's like the like for Alithia or which one did I get this? This was off of Bastet. The wrapping that goes over the boobs.
Right. Just the top half because you're separated.
It's
Like,
but not the whole top half of the torso, just this.
oh, I
Like
know what you're
like
talking
the
about.
like
Right. I've never separated that
yeah,
piece.
yeah, just like the boob covering.
This looks kind of cool. Just get some more of like I like that. Interesting.
Yeah, that's cool.
This paint alone is like bizarre because it's like olive green shifting to like kind of red. It's not. This doesn't look necessarily that great on the shield, but it's bizarre paint that it is really cool. Like it looks maybe better here. I mean, I don't think it's gonna look very good on camera, but it's like a cool color. Works nicely for like an alternative to making every, like for like steel or something like that. It's just kind of like a kind of a different look.
What was the was it Doom that you did a figure with there was the
Yeah,
green? I
that's
really
what I.
like whatever green that was. I really like.
So that is called Grave Robber, and that's what I ran out of.
Yeah, that thing's fucking. I love
So I
that
have
color.
this. So the thing that's like a really an airbrush paint, I think, but that's this. So like this chest here that I'm
Yeah,
pointing at boobies, it looks like it's brown, and it is. Well, I mean, I did paint in the lines here,
dude, that
but
looks
like
awesome on that head.
that's different. That is a paint called Scarab that I dry brushed with Summoning Sickness. So you like Scarab is like just more of a regular green. It is a
Yeah,
color shift, but then Summoning Sickness is a metallic that's up here.
that's super cool.
Thank you. But the other paint, uh, Grave Robber, is
Hmm.
this. So if I move it, it looks like in the recesses there's like brown, right?
Yeah,
But it's just one paint. These
gotcha.
recesses up and down, I lined in with actual brown. Or like you can see it here. Actually, the pauldrons are the best.
Hmm.
So yeah, it's a really, really cool paint. And that's what I was making a bunch of shields of. And that's what I was going to do with that skeleton I had. Like, that's what I want to do with his helmet, but just dry brush it a ton.
Right.
This is when you really dry brush that. You get like a nice, it's like kind of military looking, but like almost like rusty, I guess, armor. I'm not sure how to explain it with words good right now. But I was going to do that for his helmet. And then I have his shield, a giant shield, and hammer that have a lot of like very dwarfy engraving on them that
Hmm.
I'm going to give him. And hopefully it'll come out pretty good. There is a hammer like right here that I just had that I actually got from the dwarf guy himself, which is, I don't know why I called him that. I got it from Anthony.
The dwarf guy. Yeah.
Yeah,
Dwarf
like
guy.
people should really
Oh,
just refer to him as
I
the
was
dwarf guy
wondering
now,
who
right?
you were talking about, like the dwarf guy himself.
I mean,
Yeah, I know.
we knew who you were talking about. So
Yeah, I know. But where the fuck did it go? I just had it in my hands. Oh, it's here. So this is like kind of, this was that paint on Grave Robber.
Mhm.
And then on the side, I dry brushed it with the green. And it in person, it looks really cool because you still have in the recesses, it's still like that darker green. But I'm sure on camera, it does not look that great. But I think that this one, when I'm done, is going to look really great. This actually is the whole shield is done in that. It's a really great color. I'm talking about it now. Unless you guys want to talk about it more.
Slinky asked what we thought about Meta Toys a little bit ago. I've got quite a few of the Meta Toy stuff. I think they do a really good job. They're pretty cool. Let's see.
Yeah, I have a few of those.
Vandal says, "Well done, Curtis. Thank you, thank you." I was at my wit's end and had to slice up a hood and destroy it, but we got there. Twizzler says, at a game shop, I bought similar greens from Citadel, Monument, and Speed Paints to compare which I like the best, and some Too Thin Coats green wash. Ready for some goblins and orcs now. Yeah, I have got my own little mix for like goblins and orcs, and it combines two different Citadel paints. It's this one here, and it is... So there's two.
Is that mood green?
No, this is 2 parts. It's like Elysian green.
Oh.
And 1 part, I believe it's auric flesh. So
Orc flesh,
what is
yeah.
this? Yeah, but it's like OOORRUK. So it's like two parts of one part of the other, and that's kind of like my base. Like if you look at the different orcs and goblins in Mythic Legions, they have slightly different tints and stuff to them. But this is kind of my base that I always start with, and then I'll add either a little bit of blue or a little bit of a dark green or black or whatever to get where I need to get. But that's usually my starting point. But and I'm not a Vallejo fan, but this game color Goblin Green is also a really good one. So I will occasionally use that because this one's really good. So
I'll be back in 1 second. There is a really good straight out of the bottle solution from
I like
Pro-
this one.
Acro, and I guess I must have thrown it. I ran out of it, so I guess I might have thrown it out. But
I like.
Blake said that he really likes that snake custom, Jay. So I think he left the room though.
I like
Kempos.
for
Okay.
the army painters,
Yeah.
war paints. They have a goblin green that I like. That I use this one here,
Oh, cool.
and it works out like this. I mean, he comes out pretty good.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's a little bit more of a bluish green. It looks like kind of, but yeah, that's cool.
Well, it's just the coloring that I had. Like my lighting is fucked up, but in person it's green. Like it looks like a goblin green. Yeah.
Cool. Kim Pop says Medi Toys, Necromancer, and Imp are the only ones I have. I don't have the Necromancer.
Yeah, I have that one.
I'm not sure about the Imp. I don't think I got the Imp either. But I got a lot of their orcs that they did. They were really cool. So
I have the orcs. I have the necromancer. I have the other necromancer, the first one they made, and I have I think I have two of the imps. There was somebody in the cabal that I can't forget. They were looking for one. I was gonna reach back out to them and hook them up, but I can't remember who it was.
you see
in
my
the
name?
cabal.
I was just telling you that Blake said that he really liked your snake custom.
Oh, thanks, Blake. I was walking off to the bathroom.
Yep.
So I didn't hear that. I didn't want to be rude.
But you heard it now.
And you also now you know I went to the bathroom. Maybe sharing that was rude. I don't know.
No, you're fine. Well, as long as
No, I
they
know.
didn't take
I'm
your
kidding.
microphone like Van did that one time.
What did he do?
He took his microphone to the bathroom. We heard him pissing on PGG.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
I actually was realizing that like I was wondering if the because I'm like in my basement, so I just like left the door open and I was like, I wonder if the toilet flushing is going to be captured on camera. And that's
Yeah.
the story that I could have not shared.
Yeah, it was like the first episode that they got their like wireless mics, and he had it clipped to his shirt, and then he took it to the bathroom and didn't mute himself. So
That sounds like something I would do.
well, I am starting my cleanup process, so we'll give it probably another 5-6 minutes here, FYI.
Oh, good. I'm starving.
Yeah, I am as well.
I'm starting myself.
So
Famished.
Yeah, I was up too late. So I got up late. So my breakfast was late. So I didn't have lunch.
yeah, I think I just had a coffee this morning. I think that's it so far. So yeah, I'm ready for something.
I made
I had
coffee.
waffles.
I made scrambled eggs. I made ham. I had a nice ass
Jesus
breakfast.
Christ, Julia Childs, relax.
Yeah, I went out a lot. Usually I don't eat that. I don't eat
Yeah,
that.
I can tell.
The reason I did that was because I was going to be on the show with the guys, and I knew it would be long. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to make
So
my
you
breakfast.
have to have an entire like.
He had a 7-course meal.
Holy shit! I mean,
I did, man.
I'm
I did.
jealous. I had Eggo waffles, and I was like, "This is gonna keep me full."
What else? And then when I got off, Schmerber said, "I have a sandwich waiting for me," or something like that he said. I was like, "Good idea." So I went and made a nice. I took home some Gouda cheese, and I made a nice grilled cheese sandwich with Gouda and ham and a
You
little
should
bit of
cater
turkey.
for me and Curtis. Like, wow.
Yeah.
Oh my god! I
So
made
wait,
this
so
sandwich, right?
You made scrambled eggs and ham
Uh-huh.
and whatever else you said, waffles, and then you
No, I
also
made
made a sandwich in advance for later.
no. I made the sandwich after we got off. Like after we got off the show.
Oh,
Yeah. Schmerber said something about a sandwich, and I was like, that sounds good. And so I went. I put that together. I love cooking. I love baking. I do all that stuff, man.
I mean that's
I'm
awesome.
yeah. And
Didn't
I
expect you to
made
have such
that,
a.
and then I topped it off with my sister, my brother-in-law came over last night. And they had these little like guava pastries they had left behind, and that shit put that in the microwave for like 2 seconds and nice and warm. That shit was good.
So wait, for breakfast you had a sandwich? I'm like losing track of
No,
what
no,
meal is what, and
I had
did everything
for
happen today?
breakfast. I'll tell you for breakfast. What I have for breakfast was scrambled egg with I put ham in it, and then I made and some Gouda cheese, and then I had the the muffin, the McMuffin. I cut that up and I put it in the toaster, and then that was my sandwich with coffee. And then after the show, which was like 3 hours later or whatever it was, then I had
So you're on
the
Schmerber
sandwich.
this morning,
Yes.
Yes.
and then you had lunch before this show.
Yes.
I thought you had made your sandwich to eat after this show because in my head, like this is going to be my lunch. Maybe that's
No,
part of my
right
confusion.
now I'm gonna go downstairs and I'm gonna make some spaghettis.
Okay.
So
I think that maybe we
I'm
should
gonna
have an
make some
episode in which we
pasta.
just turn this into a cooking show once and see what happens.
Hey, listen, man. I love cooking, man. I love baking, but that's one thing, that's for sure. Why do you think I was so big when I was so big?
I do not like baking.
The question is not like why do you think you're so big? It's like how are you so small now with all those meals you just mentioned? That's the
Well,
problem.
you know what it is that. Well, like this morning, I didn't go run. I didn't go to the gym, and I didn't go running this morning. So sometimes I skip. On the weekend, I skip a day or two, whatever. But yeah, my metabolism has reset so much that like I have to eat a lot now. Just I don't eat garbage, and I don't eat like too many sweets. I'll have that once in a while, but I mean, even though you probably see me on the show. I was eating on the show. I was in the beginning. I only made 2 eggs. You know what I mean? So it wasn't like I made a lot. You know what I mean? But like it sounds like a lot, but in reality, it isn't because I don't like right now. I'm gonna go upstairs and make spaghetti. I'll make some meatballs and all that. I'll make all that, but I won't eat a lot of it. I'll take some of it for lunch. And then I'll give some to my parents. I'll go downstairs, knock on the door, give some to them and stuff like that. So
Vandal says someone stop Benny before he gets to the creme brulee.
Ow.
That sounds good, creme brulee, right about now. That sounds real good.
Benny's like, I'm gonna go make one of those right after this.
That's the other problem, Curtis. Anybody mentions something to me and I haven't had it for a while, I want to go make it or I want to go buy it. Because listen.
Liverwurst.
No, you lost me there, buddy.
That didn't work? Okay. I was just wondering.
No. It didn't click nothing for me on that, but you know what? You
I've never
enjoy
had
it.
liverwurst. I just assume it's disgusting. So
I'm gonna assume with you that it might not be disgusting, it's just not my taste.
sure, that's a positive way of saying it in case somebody else out there likes it and we hurt their feelings.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure somebody loves it.
I just don't think you're going to find a lot of people who like liverwurst that aren't on the older end of being baby boomers.
Like earlier, Curtis said, was it Curtis? I think it was Curtis that said peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Nope, I didn't say
that. Was it you?
What?
Who said that? Somebody said it while we were on the show, right? Somebody said it.
Not on this show.
No, not today.
Or today.
No, this morning at Schmerber at the YouTube Mythics.
I don't know. I think you're dreaming up sandwiches now.
I'll tell you.
Well,
you know what I don't like? I'll tell you what I don't like is fucking jelly. However, one of my favorite foods
I love jelly. I love jelly.
Peanut butter. And that is something that drives people crazy as a fact about me and challenge it a lot. It's like
see, I I'll eat toast with jelly all day long, but I'm not. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not a big peanut butter guy.
If you eat toast with jelly all day long, that is like just too much
Well,
toast with
I'm
jelly.
not saying that I'm saying at any point in the day,
If you say something to me, I'm only going to take it literally.
if somebody said at any point, they said, "Would you like a piece of toast with jelly?" I'd be like, "Yes, go ahead and give it to me."
Gross.
Oh yeah, I mean peanut butter and jelly. I could eat that. That's fine. I could make it. Oh, I make a nice sandwich out of that. But somebody
Well,
mentioned it
that
at the
sounds like
music. I
that's
think
like
somebody
very
said.
low on
I
your
thought it
skill
was
set.
Curtis. I guess somebody else said it. Somebody said peanut butter and jelly. No, but you see, my peanut butter and jelly sandwich, you would love, man, because it's the way I make it, bro. You understand? I make it with love, bro. I make it with
Mm.
passion.
Is
Like
that really
you will have
is
a
there
garnish
no
like
other
for it.
extra ingredient other than love?
That's it. That's the only ingredient.
Well,
Using a
there's
sandwich,
extra. I
it's
could
only
put something
love.
extra in there.
It's peanut butter and love.
I just think I don't like food
Peanut
that
butter and
is.
love.
I don't like food that's sweet really very much. Like if it's only sweet, it doesn't. That's why I don't like jelly.
Well, guys, I would love to hang out and keep talking, but I'm not sure if you know this, but I absolutely fucking killed a paint match today, and I deserve a nice meal. So I'm gonna show this one last time. This amazing paint match, and then that's it for me. That's the whole thing that I've gotten done for over 2 days. 2 days worth of painting, approximately like 4.5 hours. I painted one fucking hood. So there you go.
Good job. We're all
Yeah.
very proud
That's
of you.
good job. Man.
Uh,
You got to match it.
All right, Jay, what do you got? Let's see what you got.
So I painted this. I started painting the Beardackles overlay, and this is not. I don't want to drop it. This little skull thing that goes in the back. I dry brushed. This is all the same paint, but I dry brushed this with the blue and that with the purple. And then I
Nice.
did his head. There's just stuff I'm gonna knock over. And then here's the dragony thing. I'm trying to do this quickly.
Oh, you're
But
fine.
yeah, so this looks cool. I've got tack on here, so it's not gonna show, but
Yeah, that looks good.
it'll look cool. And I also did this arm here, which I paint matched in like 30 seconds.
Fucking overachiever.
To be fair,
I know
I
you
paint matched
painted
something
more
that I
than
already
fucking Ian
painted
Curtis.
using
The
2
fuck?
paints. I just couldn't remember where the paints were. And I
I don't even want to show you what I painted.
fucking second time you call me an overachiever in a very short period of time. Um
I'm
what the
not
fuck
even
I
showing
did
you.
I also
I'm not even-
painted the camera on this Charbot finally.
Oh, you did? It's nice.
Yeah, that's
What else
cool.
you
Thank you.
painted? What else?
So
What
that's
else?
that same green too.
That's a nice green.
And
That's a nice
that's
fucking
that
green.
paint Gordian knot that we don't know why it's called that, but it always makes me think of Gordon from Sesame Street.
That's a nice green.
Yeah, it's a really nice green. And I think I did other things. Oh, I painted this torso. Also, it's the same, that's that same paint Dream On that I'm obsessed with the Cool Ranch paint over it that I say I put on everything is literally I put on everything. But like,
I'll
hold
put
up.
that shit on everything.
Yeah, I just dropped it. I knew that was, I was going to say it if nobody else did, but like, you see that?
Very
It's such a
cool.
nice combination. I love it.
Nice. That's very
See,
nice.
it looks much better in person. And that is what I did.
Yeah, so that was like 15 things to my one hood. Okay.
I know, but like all these
Um,
things were like dry brushing.
At
And I already
least,
had the paint down. So
at least your one hood was fucking like paint matched. You did something real. I
what
fucking
what'd you get, Benny?
well. Besides this damn armor, I was fucking putting paint on. I just did this sword. Oh, can you see it?
Blake says, I like how Jay just slipped in a 30-second paint match connected your face, Curtis. Yeah.
so
That
like,
one did sting a little bit when he said 30-second paint match.
I
Yeah,
want
I
to
mean,
make
shit.
clear, like I really was kidding because it's something that I had painted prior, and I just wasn't sure what paints I had used, and I just realized
didn't wanna-
this was the dark one. And I dry brushed this over it.
I didn't even want to show
It
my
was-
shit after his third paint match or whatever he was doing over there. He's like, I did the chest, I
I
did
just forgot that I
this
only
was the
had
back.
2 different military green paints, so it had to be this, and that would have been very easy to like figure out.
Yeah, that's my fault, Benny. I should save Jay for last, just like on Off-World where we save Blake's money shot for last,
You know what?
I'm sorry,
because
I
nobody
never
wants
have a
to
lot
show their
share.
toys
Usually
after
I
Blake.
For now on, Jay is last. Fuck that shit. I
Yeah.
don't care.
Every other
Either that
episode,
or
I'm like,
log
I
off.
don't know. I kind of did this and I kind of did that. So
He's
Save
like,
me for last next time. I don't know what you're gonna get.
he's like,
Yeah,
five-
normally Alan's the overachiever. Alan will
Yes.
get like a whole fucking custom
Oh my God.
head to
Yes, he'll do
toe
a whole
done
fucking
in
troll.
2 hours. Yeah.
Jay was 5 customs in by the time I did fucking one sword and shit, you know?
These were all half done though. Every single one of these things was partially done.
The,
I'm
the
just highlighting.
the thing that I spent like 3 hours on over the last 2 days is now cut up and in the trash can. So there's that. All right. Well, guys, Benny, it was fun. Jay, it was fun.
Yes, it was.
It really wasn't fun for a majority of it, but it ended up I got the paint match and then it was fun. So
Yeah, and then we learned about cooking.
yeah, there you go. Now I got to go figure out what I'm gonna make to eat now that Benny just listed off about 20 things that he's had to eat today. So
But wait, hold up. This is gonna look really cool. I need to add more purple in there in the back, I think, right? But like that's it.
it'd be really cool on that
What?
if when you get done, like you did some eyes that were just like completely like bright yellow or white or something, just something that popped.
I'm gonna do something like that. I haven't
That
decided
looks
what
good,
color.
dude.
Actually, the last thing that I did was put some black gloss on the eyes because it was still still some red.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna do
if he
something
had like some
glossy.
sort of glowing, like orange
Yeah.
or whatever, yellow, something eyes, that would be super badass.
I was initially thinking pink, but now I don't think so. So yeah, yellow might be it. We'll see. It'll be something for sure.
I don't know, like you see that like on the border of the screen here, that pink, that neon pink that's going around, like something like that would be cool.
Oh yeah, that's
neon
just
pink eyes.
there's so much white in that pink that I would have to like get pink and then blend it with the white.
Yep.
And that would be I would have to take the mask off like that, which is you could separate this one. I just don't really want to.
Yeah.
I definitely don't want to do that blending through all of this. I would fucking get paint all over the inside.
For sure. All right, folks. Well, I will be back. I don't know who's going to be with me. I know Tanya will be here. I'm not sure who else. But Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, we will be in Jeremy's spot. So we will be doing some painting on Wednesday. Hope to see you there. I do have a exploded figure review that up right now on the Fanost if you're interested in that. And then tonight I will be back for Shooting the Shelf with Jesse, and we will be talking to Perry Morrell Jr. and Alan Hops as they talk about troll customizing.
Oh, that's cool. Nice themed episode there.
Yeah, not a lot of people do troll customizing, so I think that'll be a fun one to kind of discuss and talk about.
I'm very good at that. Matter of fact,
I've only done one troll custom ever, personally.
Yeah, should be a good one. So folks, appreciate all your time. Now I gotta go figure out what to eat. Thanks, Benny. So
I can text you a recipe. Don't worry about it.
you guys have a good one. I'll talk to you later.
All right, later.